Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. Say go so, the remix.
DMB, Tuck Spice, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us on your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty who's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. Within it took a long fine eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. It was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so charmed. I felt the sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying on a beautiful girl. Now I realize I found me a beauty, beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, a killing tight. I found me a beautiful girl.
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a cocoa bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk. She must be from the planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger. We look good together. Take your place in my heart. With your beauty I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines and breeze at night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying. I found a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beauty, beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing tight. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl. One beautiful girl, yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look.
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time, I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace of her presents and gifts, call me Santa Claus. I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me ass and culture, I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh, it's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing time.
touching and kissing, make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. My name is Ola. I'm coming to you live from my Empire Pro studio. I'm coming to you live from the heart of New Jersey. I'm back home. I'm back in my studio. How's everybody doing? Good? Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications as you're coming in. Today is cruise day. Cruise weekend. Shout out to you. Let me see who is in the chat. Let's see. Pardon my manners. Babes Wings, welcome, welcome. Bagavad, welcome, welcome, welcome. Black Diamond, welcome, welcome, welcome. Chidima, my G, welcome. Good to see you. D Love, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, we're gonna get on this Ninja Turtles hats today. We're just getting started. We're getting started. How's everybody doing anyway? I trust you guys are doing well. My name is Ola. I'm coming to you, like I said, from my Empire Pro Studios. And what we do here is we extract relationship, life and relationship lessons from trendy topics, trendy or trending topics, whichever one you prefer. That's what we do here, okay? So no, we're going to be talking about the Ninja Turtle today. I'm not obligated to do anything outside of bring you guys, those of you that are working with me here, the lessons, men and women. Okay, everybody else can collect. Anybody else can collect. Okay, I'm after Joguni. We will learn from their mistakes. It is what it is. All right, so shout out to everybody, wherever you're coming from, plugging in from the world. I appreciate you for being here. You're going to walk away with something. Either you walk away with what to do or what not to do. But let me do some quick shout outs to my sponsors. Shout out to my sponsors. Mo Fresh, Life with Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Open Floor by Tima, Grace Corner, D Love 3000, Yes TV, Chidema, and Sparkleberry. I appreciate you guys. You guys keep this going. I appreciate you guys a lot. You can sponsor, and all our sponsors and all our supporters and anybody that hit like button. And shout out to Auntie B. But yes, I appreciate you guys for always supporting this platform. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Our goal this month was $275. We did well, $163.36. I want to say thank you for anybody who has donated or watched an ad or any of that kind of stuff. It keeps us going. I appreciate you all so much. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. You can download our books for free. Like I said, we talk about life and relationships, so we do have some free books for you. You can download them for free at manofprestige.com. All right. You also have the options to order them like this if you like them like this, and there's also audiobook if you prefer them like that. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. We do offer marriage and relationship coaching as well. So go figure. While we're having fun and we're cruising and this are real skill set that you must learn. Okay, this are real skill set that you don't really have a choice. You do have choice, but you need to learn this skill set. Okay, at the very minimum, understand that there's some real insights here. You don't have to agree to one thing or the other, but you have to understand that there is game. Okay, as a matter of fact, I have a video coming up on game. Many people really frown at that term game in terms of having game or if you have game or not, if you got game or not. Nonetheless, we decided to adopt it and use it in a positive way. So whatever negative thoughts you have around game, please relax. Have some Jesus Christ, lighten up. But I'll have a video around that, so look out for that video. All right. You can join us in the backstage at any time. WhatsApp.manofprestige.com. You join our group on WhatsApp. We continue the conversations back there. We throw the whole party back there. So don't miss out on that. Simply go to WhatsApp.manofprestige.com. All right. And let me see. Yeah, go to whatsapp.manofprestige.com. You can also send a WhatsApp message to this phone number and we'll take it from there. And I want to say shout out to Gracious Greatness. Thank you so much. What's going on? Everybody, happy Saturday. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. I appreciate you always for your support, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. And welcome. Hello, Uncle Beno. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so we have a conversation we're going to have today. I am using I'm using this guy today to drive our lessons home. Let me show it on my screen right now. We're driving massive lessons to home. I was watching some stuff on Instagram earlier on. I was gonna make it, talk about, bring some stuff. I was like, let's stay focused for today. We'll get to that conversation later on, okay? But there's a lot of struggles out there. And unfortunately, one of the biggest struggles that we have is lack of leadership. Leadership is a commodity and it's getting scarcer and scarcer and scarce. As in like, I'm unavailable. So that's where leadership is right now. Leadership is scarce and we need to do something about that. Particularly when it comes to romantic relationships especially. Leadership is just straight in the you know what? It's in the poto these days. Alright, sorry, you might have been hearing some feedback before. I've turned it. You guys should be fine now. Alright, we should be better now. Let me just turn something up here. Alright, so I'm using this for the first time in about 4 weeks, so I'm a little clumsy, so bear with me. As you can see, we have the beautiful Sharon Oja on that screen there, right? Lovely. It's a bunch of beautiful pictures of Sharon Oja on the internet. Oh my god. Let me even see if we can scroll through that before we get into the Ninja Tattoo. Lots and lots of beautiful picture on Bella Naija. So a few things actually going on. There's also this lady, the Olanrewaju Kayode's wife, the Nigerian footballer. There's an interview. I don't know if you guys are up for it. I might do a reaction tomorrow. And that there's an interview on Daddy Freeze that Daddy Freeze did of her speaking her own version of the truth. All right. So that might be something we might cover too. We'll see. All right. But yeah, speaking of Bella Naija wedding is what I'm looking for. Where is it? Aha. There you go. Bella Naija. All right, so there's some really cool pictures of let's see. All right, let me go here. There you go. You guys seen this? Can you guys see this? Let me stop the music before we get in trouble again. All right, yeah, so some beautiful pictures from Sharon Oja's wedding. That's still actually going on today. Hit the like button, by the way. Hit the like button. Thank you. Sharon, is it Oja or Onoja? How do you pronounce her name? Let me see. I always butcher her name. Sharon, not Oja. It's Oja. She's a Nollywood actress. Oja, Ooja. Yeah, she's a Nollywood actress. Don't tell me you don't know what Nollywood actresses are. Please go to Netflix, educate yourself. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, Netflix, Prime Videos, they're everywhere. She's 33 years old. Oh wow. This is what some people will say after the war. Anyway, that idea is in the poto. Now, Sharon Oja Egurube. I don't know if that's the new husband's name. She's a Nigerian actress. She came into the limelight after she played the role of Shalewa in the web series Skinny Girl in Transit. She's from the Idoma tribe of Benue State. Are there Igbos over there? I don't think they're Igbos. They are literally Idoma, right? Yeah. They're Idomas. So a lot of beautiful pictures here. Let me see. Somebody's playing sax.
Years in marriage. Amen. Wish you 30 years in marriage. Amen. Wish you 40 years in marriage. Wish you 50 years in marriage.
These videos are beautiful. All right. That's the husband. So they try to drag the husband in the poto over the past few days. Bloggers, they have no peace. They don't care for peace. Bloggers are just out to get their clicks, right? Apparently the guy has been married for he's been divorced 3 times. All right. So, and then also they got married within a matter of 5-6 months of meeting each other. Some people say no, they might have been dating on and off. Honestly, what does it matter? Jesus Christ. I wish them the best. Wish them a happy married life. Okay. The man said nobody has ever made him so happy. So it is what it is. Whatever happened in those previous marriages happened. Okay. It can take men a while. As you can see, men are wild and all over the place on the internet right now. It can take them a while before they really get a grasp of this thing. So what do you do with that, ladies? I don't know. Sorry. But I'm listening to some conversations. It's just, I mean, I see grown men in the spirit of speaking up. Speak up, man. All they know how to do is spell out what the problems are. Solutions, poto. So, gentlemen, we are struggling. We're struggling big time. The ladies can help. After all, that's what God has assigned them to do, being helpmates, right? But helpmates can't count that. Don't count on that, though. Gather the skills you need. Just running your mouth on the internet, that's not skill set. Gather the skills you need. Don't wait until after 3 divorces. So we don't know. She might just be getting a refined man. All we can do is hope for the best, wish them well. Again, some of these pictures are beautiful. Even the wedding, everything that's going on there is all beautiful, right? Don't worry, we'll get to the Ninja Turtle, okay? Don't worry. I'm just trying to catch up here. I'm warming up. All right.
One of their biggest strengths.
All right, that's muffled up. We can't hear it. This is not your wedding. That's not your wedding. That's not your wedding. Okay, this is all right. This is a wedding. All the single ladies, of course. So we can see this a lot more clearer than the video stuff. Maybe they release some clearer videos later on. Shout out to you for the £2. £2, Yarenos, to not $2, £2. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. All right. Let's get back to it. Let's see here. It's beautiful. Is this like the? I think she's the bridesmaid or something. Bisola.
Can we all rise up, please?
This is the Bisola we know now.
All right. And then.
How I felt, and I was like, I feel very, very happy, but at the same time, it feels like a huge part of me is leaving me.
All right. Oh my God. The wedding venue. Sheesh. For those of you in Yankee, if you try to match this, you're going to Brazil. You know, in Nigeria, they can afford this. It's a lot more affordable to set this kind of stage in Nigeria. Maybe you should move your weddings to Nigeria. Somebody's going to be like, oh, they spend more money, more energy on wedding than the marriage. Rest in Jesus' name. Okay? Rest in Jesus' name. Witchcraft and wizardry come in different forms. Let me see. £5 again. Some grown men acting hella immature right now. I feel small for some of us. Say make we they go through rite of passage again. It's embarrassing. Listen, today I saw 50-year-old men saying, okay, they're saying, I was actually going to do a rant about it earlier. I was like, nah, chill. Let's just follow our program. They said a woman in her 40s is a sorry woman if she's not married. You know. You have men that are focused in on conversations about... In fact, the lady that was talking to them was saying the Proverb 31 woman is an industrious woman. They were just arguing with their destiny, honestly, you know. But that we'll have that conversation another day, bro. This is what's going on. Okay, so leadership is lacking. The problem with this conversation is not that it's not the truth, but we don't have scarcity of truth. That's not what we're lacking. What we're lacking is leadership, social intelligence, emotional intelligence. We don't have shortage of truth. We don't, gentlemen. We don't. You're not going to be the first person to tell us what the truth are, right? And I don't think it's the truth that a woman who is 40 not married is sorry. I think you're projecting. If anything, I think you're projecting. But all that's what the stats say. You see, lame, lack of game. Odo, right? All right, so you go and get data from CDC and come and post it on everybody's face. You see why you are single? Maybe why you are struggling inside of marriage. It's one of the two. Because sometimes they will say, I've been married. If the person that I was listening to earlier and say, I've been married for 8 years. I was like, good. It doesn't mean anything, really, with that mindset. It doesn't really mean anything. But anyway, at the minimum, we know that if you're mentoring anybody, that person go collect. Even if you have it figured out. Because some people just don't know how to place this properly in words. But whoever is following those kind of rhetoric, whoever can relate with those type of commentary, that person will follow you. They can relate. They'll collect. They will collect. Woto. Let me see here. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. We're getting started. We're warming up. We're going to go into Ninja Turtle. All right. All right, that looks good. She's 33. Apparently, the guy is in her 50s. Another sound. All right, that's beautiful. The smokes they look a lot more beautiful in pictures though than in real life. Those smokes, the ones I've seen, they'll be smelly and like, wait, am I safe? Am I okay? But they look beautiful in video and pictures. All right, the dance look beautiful too, and then they have some choreographers. Looks like he's dancing with his mother or sister or somebody. Okay. All right, so this is beautiful. The cake is beautiful. That's the cake, right? All right, and looks like she's walking down to dance with the father. Dance with my father again. I know you have your life to live and I can. All right, it's beautiful. Okay, she did her own little choreography thing. All right, nice, lovely. Imagine somebody come under here and just comment nonsense. Okay, they are saying Vicky James put the whole fashion together. I think Vicky James is the young lady that got married some few months ago. People were dragging her because they thought she wanted to force a viral video. She's doing well. She's a girl who has a whole business. I don't think you can knock that, you know, but people will try. Social media is not anybody's mate anyway. Let's see. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Lovely. Okay. All right. This is beautiful. Whatever is going on here is beautiful. It looks like somebody's sanctuary in heaven somewhere. This is why people want wedding. Who doesn't want this kind of stuff, right? Even if they go into basic, don't do it though. I'm just saying. Make sure you know what you're doing. Okay? Even if you go into debt to put this together, right? I can understand. Just have some self-control, that's all. Okay, this is in church. You may kiss your bride. Mwah. Mwah. You may kiss your bride. Mwah. Di olólùfẹ́ rẹ̀ mú, kò sẹ́ni tó lè yà yín títí láé. All right, now she's going to read her speech.
The Bible says, "So where our treasure is."
She's reading her vows. Let's keep going. Okay, lovely, lovely. Uncle Bedo, now you call some now. Nobody they charge people an arm and a leg for wedding coverage, huh? No be you they charge people an arm and a leg to come and cover wedding. Uncle Bedo, don't start with me, oh. Shout out to Adewale in the chat. Now lower wedding BD, so it is. But there are people that put stuff like this in Nigeria. They can put it together. It's a lot more cheaper, I'll tell you that much. But to go from here to go and do this kind of wedding in Nigeria might not be cheaper because you have to fly out to Nigeria. And usually there's a sense of, I must show that I'm coming from America. And then you end up spending double. And also the dollar you spend in Nigeria is much more expensive than the dollar you spend here. Just be wise about all of it. All right. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So that's Sharon Oja and her husband. So they leaked some kind of story. This lady, Stella Domoko, because she apologized after that. You know, that the timing is wrong or something like that. But, you know, media is evil in general. Let's just understand that about media. So it's like trying to hold social media accountable. Hey, you go explain. Tired. This picture is beautiful. Wow. Wow. Lovely. This picture is beautiful. Hopefully there won't be a very dark man coming out tomorrow to come and tell us some stories we don't want to hear. But anyway, let's see. Lovely. Listen, this girl is a good looking girl. She is. Anyway, let's leave that alone. I just wanted to warm up. Real quick. Let's get back to Ninja Turtle. Today, I just want to catch cruise. Ninja Turtle and MTR Media Tutorials. He's one of the manosphere guys out there. One of the biggest ones, as a matter of fact. VDM collect any deal. A lot of people are defending VDM. When I was listening to Sheun Kuti earlier on today, I was like, the problem is that it's very hard to argue with them. It's very hard to argue with them because they bring in like 50 million different topics into what we're talking about. And they're not lying about those 50 million topics. Like, it's true. Tinubu can do better as a president. It's true. Your rich people on your streets of Nigeria can do better. But what does that have to do with what we're talking about? I just said, okay, I rest. I rest my case. I'm done. I'm tired. Anyway. So let's do this. Let's get into this conversation. So what I wanted to do today is maybe bring us up to speed with some of the videos. I'm gonna react to O'Shea Duke Jackson's video. I think that's a better way to do it because he's done a good job at summarizing it, and then we'll talk about it. We've already covered it, that the guy, that he was not really lying all along. I didn't mean that he didn't lie. Okay, let me bring us up to speed first of all. Okay, let's play this video. Let's see.
The last few days have been quite interesting with Aaron, aka Weapon X, aka the Pop the Balloon guy. And of course, I received a lot of hate messages. I received some lost subscribers, and of course, some lawsuit threats. Even some people who were rocking with me have decided to turn their back on me. But that's fine. I'm not taking this personal. Maybe you are, and that's okay. What I'm dealing with is a concept. And the concept that I'm dealing with is Aaron Sloan is a scam artist. I'm not attacking you or you personally. I'm dealing with this from my own vantage point of view. And I want to start with where it all came from, the GoFundMe. Rewind! Mr. Aaron Sloan put up this GoFundMe that said, support.
Let me read that so we can
Aaron's humanity.
Let me read that so we can get my voice in there. Peace and blessings be upon you all. My name is Aaron, aka Weapon X. I recently went viral on several websites, gaining millions of views. False allegations have been promoted in order for people to make money, discrediting me. I was fired from work today due to these videos. Today was honestly the first time I cried in a while. Getting my license in plumbing was my biggest life accomplishment. It took years of hard work, studying and praying. I also provide free plumbing services, that's manipulation, to Army veterans, single mothers, single fathers, those with property management issues, and those on disability. Yes, I do have funds for my bills, so anything you donate will be a blessing and used for expenses. Today, my humanitarian work and also content creating. Possibly, I am undecisive. Thank you for those that perceive me in a positive fashion and have been supporting me. All right, so at that point in time when they took the screenshot, it's $13,931 is raised. Let's continue to listen to O'Shea.
Birthday. And after receiving these donations, we see him at the club doing this.
21 hours ago, this man was doing this. The man played y'all. Everybody who donated, everyone who vouched for him, everyone who said this dude is a stand-up guy. Bro, he asking y'all for water while he's out here making it rain. Now, does that make sense?
Now, that is him taking off his shirt, throwing money, okay? Now, to be fair, this is his own money. But look at this particular screenshot that he posts up. Black man can't celebrate his birthday now. How you gonna tell me how to spend my money? My money, my money, my money. Well, whose money is that? Well, that's him trying to get the GoFundMe money, but GoFundMe is saying that he can't get it because GoFundMe locked his account.
Da, da, da.
Now that's interesting because he helps single mothers and he helps all of these people, right? That's what he said. On the GoFundMe, I'm pretty sure it says he helps single mothers. And this is a guy that is a humanitarian, so obviously he loves women. Although he has pandering, which is like pimping, on his record. But it's okay. He's a changed man now. Well, it turns out that this guy got kicked out of the club that night. What did he get kicked out of the club for?
He got kicked out of a club.
He got kicked out to the end of the night. It was like 1:45.
Okay, and so you guys were able to file a report on him for pushing people?
No, because he left.
Okay. Yes, I can. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. I know business first. I just wanted to make you aware that Aaron Sloan was saying that you guys kicked him out because of his popularity, and he said that.
He said Rick Ross kicked him out. Then he said we did it. He's been all over the place. Nobody pays that guy no attention.
Have you seen him there before?
No, he's never been in the club before.
Okay, so the woman that said that he shoved her, he did shove her, and that's what got him kicked out, not him having money in the club.
No. So there's two things.
All right, before we continue that, let me look at this chat. Babes Win say Enitiko Gbon ni awe gbo. Enitiko Gbon, somebody who is not smart, right? Ni awe gbo. I'm not reading that properly. He has used the money to enjoy himself. He can't access the money yet. With the way GoFundMe work, I think it takes 30 days after you close before they send you the money. So now he actually can't access the money because it's gone viral. So they're trying to prove, according to this video I'm playing right now anyway. So, but yeah, some of you might be wondering, how did you get here? Well, who is this guy we're talking about? Okay, this is what got us here, okay? This is what got us here. Let me play this a little bit.
Why you ended up popping your balloon?
Brianna, 26. My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms.
Jesus!
You know, women I deal with, they don't have hair on their arms.
Don't do too much.
No, I'm just being honest.
Don't do too much.
That was harsh. Oh my God. Anyway, that video right here, the way he responded to this young lady, right?
You know, I don't like that. That's all I was looking at. You trying to say if I'm looking at.
So of course it's switched to you're trying to say if I was looking at boobs, or nobody's trying to say you touched anybody. If you can look. I've had this fight with some of my friends before, like, oh, why did she say shut up? Why did she say I toast her? You toast her, you toast her, you know toast. If you toast, it's okay. You're a grown man. It's okay to toast. If somebody say you toasted them, then it is what it is. Like, they lied. Good. I accept the lie. Can we move on? Okay. No, but people shouldn't lie like that and like, you're right. Why is it that you're having a hard time believing that you're actually right? You're right. But you can't really take people to court for saying you toast them. You're a grown man. Like, you should be a little bit too busy to be defending some of this kind of stuff. But what did he do? So anyway, he got not accused. People were saying he's sassy, right? He's sassy. And then also, a bunch of women felt like he was aggressive. They were reading aggression. This person seems to be aggressive. I don't blame them, okay? This is just what they're seeing based off of this conduct. I don't blame them, okay? First of all, I see that. Second of all, if they don't see, if 8 out of 10 people, women are seeing you that way, pay attention. Like, stop arguing with your destiny. It's a subjective opinion, but about 8 out of 10 people are having the same opinion. And we're talking about your engagement with women. So women are not the same as us. We're not the same. So they might see you, perceive you as dangerous, as aggressive, not feeling safe around you, before men like us can feel that, because we're men. What are you going to do to me, right? But women have a different experience when they're around you. So if you're coming off quite aggressive with your words, their brain is interpreting the worst case scenario. They don't know what can happen. So a lot of people have, they wanted to basically say, oh, those women are wrong. This man was not aggressive. Like, okay, he's standing there as he's not aggressive. But this man right here, there's no telling what a woman is picturing in their head if he's being aggressive with his words like that. We don't know. But if 8 out of 10 people are telling you, pay attention. You don't have to agree with it. Just pay attention to what is it that they're seeing that we can't see, especially as men. If you're a man and you got game, you know how to listen. That doesn't mean you have to agree. Listening doesn't mean you have to agree. Let's keep going.
Particular body parts,
You just wasn't looking at my eyes.
What it is.
That's
No, I was
all
looking at the hair on your
Anyways,
arms.
she asked me the question.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in heels and you ain't tall enough.
Okay.
Don't do too much.
Well,
though.
you're not qualified, baby.
Alright,
So that's all.
So he's called himself Mr. You're Not Qualified. Let's move on to this next lady. This next lady, she's getting ready to poke a balloon right now. Okay, let me see. See this lady in blue? She's still holding a balloon, right? She was actually liking him. Some women are like that. They think they like stoic masculine, as MTR will call it. Right? But every woman will show you shege eventually. I'm warning you right now, okay? Some of you gentlemen are attracted to sassy women, and you know that they might come to you and they're sexy and they're beautiful. They might say, I don't mind a man that will, but you can she's still holding the balloon. Let's keep going. Yes, good. Okay, this is actually a good example to play before I continue.
She don't want it.
Yeah.
Okay, see this lady, the lady in pink? She's still holding a balloon here, right? But she's about to poke it. Let's see what happens.
And pop, but she looking like you gonna pop? Okay. Okay. All right. If we can have your.
She's laughing a lot, right? She's laughing a lot. Let me see. Let me read this real quick. Thank you again for the £2. You got more air on your arm than me. Listen, that was funny. Okay, let's not cap. That was actually funny. But that's also the point. They called him sassy. It's an it's a subjective opinion, but of course he disagrees. And then he said they were dragging him, and then he started to dig his own grave. That's where we're going today. He started to dig his own social media credibility grave. Okay, not just his, but also MTR's credibility grave. MTR's credibility is shot. He'll be fine, but it's shot. Okay, because for some reason he couldn't pick up that this man is as lame as they come. Not because it's wrong. Lame does not equal to wrong. It just means lack of game. Okay, just a man who lacks social intelligence. That's what it means. Okay. No, but that's not what lame. Abba, you go explain tired though.
You go explain.
Name and age and why you ended up popping. Okay. All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Jacqueline. I'm 25. I popped because I have hair on my arms.
She says she popped because she has hair on her arms. Now that's funny too.
Just because you got hair on your arms, that's okay though, Queen. You look phenomenal though.
Thank you.
You know, she ain't fit to my liking. She ain't even fit to. Hey, excuse me, Queen. I'm talking to this woman right here.
Did he say you are phenomenal though? What is that?
You look phenomenal though.
Oh, you look phenomenal though. Okay.
Thank you.
You know, she ain't fit to my liking. She ain't even fit to. Hey, excuse me, Queen. I'm talking to this one.
How you sassy and then you calling her queen at the same time? Now that is a special type. How are you sassy and then still calling her queen at the same time? Wait, because you call that polite? Wait, the room. It's beyond just the words, gentlemen, especially you gentlemen, please. But actually for all of us. Let me see here. Chidima says, oh, wow. It's giving Cora, and I hope those that came for her traveling after her GoFundMe are coming for this guy too. Keep the same energy. Wait. The GoFundMe, Cora, traveling, her traveling. Retype this, I beg. I'm lost. Retype this. Thank you.
Woman right here. Well, I could look anyway. I could look anyway I want to.
All right. Was that sassy or not? Okay. That is okay. Again, sassy is not a crime. Gentlemen, relax. Jesus. Being sassy is not a crime. In fact, somebody came for me in the chat earlier. Said, didn't I think I was being sassy the way I did it? I said, maybe. I don't take an offense. I don't take an offense to that. Okay. All right. Being sassy is not, it's just somebody's subjective opinion. Okay. Now, my subjective opinion at this point is that man was being sassy, going back and forth with that lady just now.
Oh, well, I could look anyway. I want to. You know?
Okay.
But yeah, can y'all give her balloon back though?
Nah, bro. That's it. See, he was lame enough to think that she would take the balloon back. That girl doesn't want you. And the one in black, she didn't want. We found out that she didn't want him either, because she exchanged numbers with another man on the same stage. Anyway, let's go to the one that's holding balloon right now, the blue one. Let's go to that.
2 balloons.
Yes.
Do we still have 2 balloons? No. Let's go.
She pushed.
I saw you hesitate. That's why I had to ask. So if
I feel like this girl was actually disappointed in herself. She was like trying to give him a chance, and she was like, yeah, nah. Anyway. Some of you understand the game better than me. I'm not talking about the game right now. I'm talking about just this whole story, okay?
You can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Kayla. I'm 23. Originally, I was not going to pop my balloon because I know a lot of them popped it because he was being, I guess, arrogant. But
she said arrogant. She's still struggling to call it arrogant. She's actually confused. Is this masculine or is it arrogant? Ladies, if it doesn't make you feel safe and secure, it's probably not, I don't know if it's arrogance, but it's probably not masculine energy, okay? At least not with respect to human romantic interaction, because you don't feel safe. How are you going to create sexual polarity, right? So I know some of you were trained, maybe you've been listening to Manosphere way too long and you're trying to do the right thing, and then you think stoic and masculinity can come, make you scary, but just sit there, Baba. You're just going to show that man even worse as time goes on, like, because he's going to set himself up, and you're setting him up, by the way. Eventually you're going to dump his ass, and he's going to be like, oh, all these women are the same. No, both of you are lame. You and the lady, you and the gentleman are both lame. That's what it was.
to me, I like my man that's not gonna sit in every girl's face and, you know, complimenting them, you know? So I didn't find that offensive to me, but when they started that, what was going on, I'm very like, I don't want to say I'm argumentative, but I don't want my man to argue back with me, because then I feel like it's gonna always be a problem. That was the only reason why I popped my balloon, because I was just like, dang. But then with me, you kind of got a little bit catty with me. You a little.
She said you got catty with me.
But then with me, you kind of got a little bit catty with me. You a little sassy, just a little bit.
Okay, so we're trying to do subjective opinion here. We admit a subjective opinion. Nobody has the full-blown right to say for a fact he's sassy. It's just an opinion, right? But she said a little bit. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is a little bit? It is not about scales. That's her opinion. She thinks you are sassy. once she told you like that, or she told you in one or two forms, different ways like that, it is a wrap. And if this girl that was actually trying to give you a chance because she was confused, masculine, if she eventually poked that ball and she took her longer, in real life, that's how long it's going to take. She might actually marry you for 5 years before she dumps you, right? Because your true colors will show, and she will be locked in for a while because marriage kind of makes you locked in. Eventually, you get dumped and you're like, all these women are the same. Well, even that statement, there's truth to it, but there's also lies to it because everybody's experience is unique, right? But in terms of if you know women very well, you would know from the beginning that you don't approach this conversation the way he approached it. How did he approach it? Okay, I'm at 114 right now. This is how he approached it. Let me show you. This is the beginning right here.
My name is Emir.
Hold on. We're paying some bills. Shout out to the lady who uploads this. All right, let's go.
My name's Aaron.
Aaron, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 29.
29. Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a licensed plumber.
Okay, very cool.
All right.
And now, what do you look for in a woman?
I look for a woman that's not promiscuous.
In 1 minute, under 1 minute, we could tell that this man is not a healthy man. It's not healthy for a relationship. He's a healthy man, obviously. I mean, I don't know if obvious, but he's a muscular man, stoic, masculine, in the voice of MTR, right? But it's not healthy for any type of longer than just a moment, sex, of romantic relationship. He can't sustain it. He won't be able to. He doesn't know how to talk. All right? In under 1 minute, we're able to tell. I was able to tell. A bunch of men were able to tell. The Abba and Preach people were able to tell. But quite a few people were not able to tell. Quite a few number of men were not able to tell. And they're still arguing this. This is how we approach the conversation. Let me get back to the Sassy moment. So, in about 6 minutes later, this lady was telling him,
You stock look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute.
Wait, what?
Everybody over here, I'm gonna get at you too. You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute.
Jesus.
You need to relax. You stocky as hell.
He's sizing her up right now. He's ready to fire back to back. How? In a very, very sassy way. That woman is about to collect. Nah. Let me finish it. Hold on.
And I was trying to be respectful.
That one is clapping. Jesus.
But like you was really coming out like I didn't like it. I'm from the South and I can handle like a lot of criticism and stuff like that. But the way you was coming, you just ain't like you got it all like that. And I guarantee you probably got a roommate at home and it's just not giving anymore.
Yeah. Well, let me say this, Queen. I'm a licensed plumber.
So I do real estate and property management.
I live downtown.
All right. At this point, we give up. So, of course, he found a woman who finessed him.
With the rest of that,
Okay, now we can talk, right?
in a real way.
Gentlemen, if you don't learn the game I'm spitting at you today in this session, you will find a woman who will finesse you. Guarantee you. Okay? Sometimes she won't even mean to finesse you. It's just that she wait 5 years before she figure out that that was a bad idea.
Okay. What do you look for? What are you looking for?
A woman, like I said, that's not going to be promiscuous.
Oh, he repeated it for the third time. I'm done. Anyway, that's the backstory of what we're talking about today. We're going to have a conversation. I've got a ton of comments because we have a viral video that's going and people are commenting, and we're going to respond to some of those comments together today. Let's see. Shout out to Gracious Greatness again. It seems like she's argumentative though. No, women. So she said that. she literally just said that. But we're all no, we're not all just argumentative, but we all engage in argument with a romantic lover at some point. What you learn as a man at some point is that avoid arguments with a woman. Okay, as in we know that you're going to do it, so write it down somewhere as a rule, because you cannot win that game. Why do we know? Because we know that she will multiply whatever you bring to the table, right? So if she's argumentative, there's nothing special about a woman being argumentative. I don't know to what extent, right? But I also know that it takes two to tango when it comes to argument. You have to engage it. You have to engage a disagreement at that level to become an argument, right? So she said it herself, so you're not wrong, you know. Let's keep going. He's not healthy for a relationship. I think he just wants bad sex. The way he says plumber sound like chief surgeon, pilot, or astronaut. Hey, Jesus, Black Diamond.
Oh, beauty.
He kilo mean. What's wrong with plumbers? What do you mean, Black Diamond? He's not ready for a healthy relationship. I think he wants bad sex. He's really a sassy guy. They might even get sex because, you know, some women might, like she said, they might manage to end up in that kind of relationship. They just won't feel safe. Not more than just a few weeks. That's why you see even a lot of men, they're actually good looking, smell fresh, make money, 6-figure, multi, they can't keep a woman. They just keep getting ghosted, right? So that's another conversation, right? So it just depends at what level. And this type of men actually tend to want longer term. They want somebody to fall in love. Sometimes they try to force themselves to do, they'll pick up like a pickup artist type of knowledge. They want to sleep with multiple women. They can't even figure out one yet. So it's a struggle, you know. That queen he was saying was irritating. I think I saw somebody said the day that's calling you a queen became. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, I saw this earlier too. Bloggers are witches and wizards. Yes, sir. Now, una late grandfather will come up with the term after the wall for women's biological clock. Yes. What do you mean, grandfather? Who's una late grandfather? Jesus. And I'm catching up a little bit on the comments. Hold on 1 second. Black Diamond said the day the word queen became an insult. That is funny. D-Love says being sassy is not a crime, but it will make you lose respect. Yes, precisely. It's hard for a woman to look up to you, right? If you are sassy, if you don't know how to conduct yourself, hold it cool, maintain your masculine frame, as they like to say it, right? It's more of a frame that is stoic, you're muscular, or you're arguing with women. It's not masculine. That's literally feminine energy that you've engaged. Okay, and you know what happens to men like that?
Hey! Yo! With me, nigga! What's wrong with you, nigga? Come on! Where my glasses? Get off of me before I drop your goofy ass again. Now beat that, bitch ass nigga. Pay for this shit. Hurry up. No, pay for that shit and hurry up before I drop your ass again. Touch me, get on the drop. Stop video for they help me. You got my key.
Nobody help you. I know what you're thinking. What about her? What about the fact that she's argumentative? I know what you're thinking I'm going to say. I'm saying exactly that. Okay. How did you end up there? She can't feel safe. She needed to protect herself because you're acting all feminine. That's what happens. Sometimes, most times it's not physical like that. Most times is you collect the same way that what's his name? Ninja Turtle just collected here. Let's see. It's not healthy for a relationship. Yeah. The way he says, okay, we already covered that. All right. He's not ready for healthy relationship. Yep. We'll cover that. Yes, PhD in plumbing. You guys are not nice. Sign language. Ladies, sign language. No shaming, insult, guilt, and need to be tripped. Stay with us. Okay? Be on our side for now. We're just learning. It's okay. You can eavesdrop. We're learning. Both of these ladies, shout out to Gracious Greatness again. I appreciate the donation. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. He said both of these ladies look like them get razor blades, red and blue. Listen, women in general, they might show you in different forms. Some women are actually quieter. They might be what you call the feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. Those ones are the worst. You never see anything. You collect. Those ones are the worst. Okay. The higher you go before you fall, the harder you're going to fall. All right. So, like I said, stay focused, gentlemen. Leadership, stay focused. Just like I just told ladies to stay focused here. Say for that guy can't fix nothing. Even his life is a mess. There were a lot of stuff were coming out about him. Like it's not even like he might have a license. He's just starting, but it's not really like a plumber the way he said it. Like they still can't trace a job. Last time I checked, maybe they can, but it doesn't even matter. Okay, I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things. What mattered is that he was not lying from the beginning, as MTR said. He might have told a lie, but when he was, it's an exaggeration. It's a form of lie, but it's an exaggeration. When he said 500 people have called his job and got him fired, okay, maybe it's a lie, okay? But that's after the fact. That's after they dragged him and he's sassy. And still to today, I don't care about his criminal past. I don't think it's relevant. I think there's a lot of educated, lame men that are just like him. Those are the majority of them defending him right now. They can relate not with his criminal past, but with their lame behavior that they are expecting that they deserve a woman who is just submit to them just because they are speaking the truth. That your truth obviously is collecting with the right now. Let's keep going. Yep. Hey, Tonya. Good to see you, Tonya. Auntie Tonya. Like, I should come in, please. Tonya, please listen to what she just said. Please make sure you're liking as you're coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see here. Perfect. Thank you, Tonya. You're official, of course. All right, so let's get to some of this. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the original video that I was playing with the old Sheikh Duke Jackson because he's kind of bringing us up to speed. So they were calling that club where he was spraying money, I think a few days after he started the GoFundMe. And see, he has edited, it looks like he has edited the GoFundMe. He's now editing it to say, I'm thinking maybe decisive, I might be a content creator. Yes, I do have my own money, blah, blah. It was trying to control narrative at that point because people saw a video of him in the club throwing money after he started the GoFundMe. So they started being called out. And that's what we're covering. Let's speed this up.
He was doing that?
That's what we got reports of. I answered that already.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Shout out to Celebrity, okay? Because she's really good at these people, exposing them for who they are. Now, if we look at that phone number on the screen, the phone number says 480-213-9500. Now, that number cannot be faked. But who was also there that night? Rick Ross. See that video playing in the background? It was Rick Ross coming into Scottsdale, Arizona, which is a suburb outside of Phoenix, a rich suburb at that. Now, when you see this angle, that's definitely the club. And when you see the angle of Aaron, that's him throwing money. Why? Because Aaron was trying to get some attention on him when Rick Ross was there. He was throwing money because he wanted to be seen and be known like Rick Ross. But he also wanted to use some of that money that night to spend at the Rick Ross appearance over at the 1111 Club in Scottsdale, but it didn't happen. So he used some of the funds that he had. He was pissed off that he couldn't do it. Let's go to the next thing, because a lot of you guys want to talk about Aaron as a humanitarian, right? Let's look at this person.
Humanitarian.
Journeyman plumber trying to acquire my master plumber license. Will install and repair.
Let me slow this one down.
You can imagine, right? This is him.
This one is hilarious.
Humanitarian work.
Watch this.
Humanitarian, right? Let's look at this post here, right? Licensed journeyman plumber trying to acquire my master plumber license. Will install and repair clear drains for less than you can imagine, right? This is him who's doing humanitarian work. Well, guess what he's doing now?
Oh, look at the plumber. Look at him promoting doing this kind of fixture. Oh, look at this handyman. Isn't this nice? That looks like a good job too, guys. I mean, I'm not a plumber, but that looks like he did a good job. That looks good. Good job, plumber. Oh, that looks just wait, hold on. Something ain't right. Let me get my glasses. That looks just like the plumber's picture. Bro, you stole this from a company in Philadelphia, and I let him know that you a thief, too. This ain't your work, bruh. Yeah. You out here really, man. Why you lying, bruh? You know how to do plumbing. You got a journey license. So why you got to steal other people's work? Use them pictures of you in that ditch with that cowboy hat on. You out here stealing, bro. But people will say that this is a lie too, right?
So guys, this is not even his own work. He's stealing other work of plumbers' businesses as it's his own. And then he's saying that, oh, well, this is proof of me doing work in the community, and I'm doing stuff like this. This is what I'm doing. No, he's not doing anything. He might have posted on that particular website, but he's not doing a damn thing because that particular post comes from Elon.
When you try to control the narrative after, you know, that is obviously clear you don't know what you're doing, this is what happens. When you engage Shalaye, right, this is what happens, right? People will start digging up in efforts to try to prove you wrong, but then more stuff will come out because everyone has some kind of stuff in there. You know, we all have something, some kind of skeleton in your closet that you don't want, that you definitely don't want out there, will come out. So
y'all are also supporting a man that doesn't even want to accept that he's a father. How y'all gonna sit here and cake for a man that said he may have a kid? If I have a kid, summons me, and I will play that too. I need you guys to understand that people lie in this world to trick y'all.
All of this is not relevant. There are single men, never been married before, 41 years old, that struggle with these issues. I want to go all the way back to the beginning when he said, I want a woman who is not promiscuous. So, I'm going to leave it at that because today we're at the top of the hours. I really wanted to just react to the comments that I received on the first video that we did because we've actually covered that here extensively. So I want to go back to that. Shout out to Gracious Greatness again for the £5. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Let's see.
You doing what?
Let's read it. It says, how small Ninja Toro go compete with Rick Ross? I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. You are? This boy is not going to stop until we're just tired. Maybe another news will come. That's usually how it works. They don't get tired because right now I think he's created a channel and he's trying to, you know, he's still trying to control the narrative, you know. But yes, let me get into some of this stuff that I wanted to talk about today. We received tons and tons of comments on the video, right? So you can see the video here. Let me mute it. So we had a video that we did. If you want to go watch it, we did that. This is more like part 2. What we're doing right now is more like part 3. Okay. So the video just started popping early on today, and a bunch of people started coming in and comment. You can see it's a video with only 51 minutes. So that was that long segment we did on the live session, right? So some people were commenting. We've gotten how many comments thus far here? A lot of comments. I don't know if that says 50, but I don't know. But a lot of comments. So, and I said, you know what? We're gonna come here and react to some of these comments. But before we get into that, let me see what everyone else is saying. Uncle Beno says, so in other words, MTR wants to take him down for clout. Maybe. Who knows? MTR has actually stopped talking because he's embarrassed himself in supporting this guy. He completely embarrassed himself. You know, it's not like people didn't know that he had. Let me show you MTR's page. Let me show you his page. This is MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see what we're talking about. I mean, there's just consistency here. There's nothing. It is what it is, you know. Let me make it bigger. 1 second. That's his page right there, right? What did I say? Did I say 500,000? No, 700,000 plus subscribers. Okay, so let's look at some of his most popular videos. His most popular videos is actually, is this? Oh, that's the live session. Let's go to the video. He releases more videos than. So his most popular video entitled "Woman Humbled After Divorcing Husband." Okay, and you see, entitled "Woman Humbled After Divorcing Husband." So we have a fleet on TikTok of women who will just jump on the internet because they know some minor people will jump at it and think it's actual real story, and there's some actual people that don't know what they're doing too, that they will jump on the internet and start giving testimonies where they don't send them. So that's the kind of stuff he covers. Anything that seemingly drags women is what he covered. Not all the time, for the most part. He tries to play like a balanced thingy, but ultimately there's a overarching ideology here in what he does. Okay, so he has this one, WNBA, that's Women NBA. Champion challenges high school boys and instantly regrets it, right? Something like that. That's what that title probably says. Yep, regrets it. Then this one said TikToker goes viral for trying to expose men at gym and it blows up in her face. All right. These are his most engaging. This just tells you the type of followers somebody has. Okay. Not always, but this can be pretty point. Okay. 1.9 million views, 1.7 million views, 1.4 million views. 20 minutes of women demonstrating why men are refusing marriage. Number one, these men are not refusing marriage. That's bullshit. They just can't find a wife. There's a difference. Okay. And then another one here, I'm just going to read the top 7 and then we'll go on. Okay. 7 is good enough, right? OT Genesis checks a masculine woman must watch for dealing with sign language, shaming, insult, guilt, need. All right. For some reason, they're the only one that tend to experience this sign language thing. But I know women enough to know that you collect if you don't know how to talk. So there's nothing. It's not like it's not the truth. Let's keep going. Ludacris responds to Cat Williams instantly regrets it. Okay, so Cat Williams is a truth speaker. So they tend to yield towards a person who is like what do you call them? Like a whistleblower, truth speaker. So that's not too off base, but that was a popular video when it came out, right? So that's probably why it's top 7. Look at this one. 18 minutes of women regretting feminism. Those are the kind of content that MTR likes to cover. So that tells you everything. Like I said, not always. As a matter of fact, let me look at mine. I only have 5,000 subscribers here. So my numbers are not necessarily indicative of the truth because there's less samples. If you know statistics, you know what I'm talking about, right? So we're still growing and the algorithms is still looking for our audience. All right, so but let me go to my own. Let me see if there's something like that here. You can see we're live. There's about 20 of us hanging out here, right? And I've done both videos but we push out a lot more videos. So under our videos, let's look at what's popular. Let's see if the same thing can be true for me. Judy Austin, so you're the one to teach how to mon. Okay, so that's our biggest video, 26,000 views. That's nothing. I haven't seen that since that time. That was 11 months ago, right? Then the next one is just very random video here. Tariq Nasheed. It's not a topic I'm interested in. I just had one little point. For some reason, it went viral. It was there. Then we have the TB Joshua. See, my numbers are not really covering what I cover here, right? I mean, these top videos are not covering what I cover here. So you might have to go in a little bit deeper to see what it looks more like. But maybe by this, okay, this Judy Austin thing, this one, I guess. And then this Bolanle Nina Lowell's BBC interview. Then this Emeka Ike stuff. Then Yule Doche. Okay, then the Moses Bliss wedding sparks anger. Why Nigerian women on Reno Mockery are outraged, right? So that was also... So, but you can see some consistency. Okay, so this is actually a top video for us, so we might need to do a follow-up. Maybe this week sometimes. Maybe tomorrow, actually, we'll see. The Kayode Olanrewaju. But anyway, you see that. So my numbers are not exactly indicative, but once you get into the 100,000 zones, if you look at the top videos, it might tell you. But keep in mind, some people may have done videos in the past and they no longer cover that type of stuff. So I'm just saying it's a good way to look at. But anyway, my point is that MTR, he covers a certain type of topic. He's an advocate for men. I can always appreciate that, by the way. I think they are extremely good at spelling out what the problems are. I think they are terrible at coming up with a solution that's actually lasting, that's actually sustainable. And oftentimes we'll see that it's single men that are leading this pack. And we also see a lot of men following this young man. A lot of grown-ass men following this young man's rhetoric. So, but the only thing I can interpret from that is that, man, they suffer. Oh. Don't get it twisted, though. Man, I've collected shaggy properly. These are real, deeply rooted issues that are going on out there. I just think their solutions are terrible. Their solutions are also indicative of how they've moved inside of marriage. It's no wonder, like, that actually helps them collect even better breakfast. Anyway, so he tries to make triggering content or what? The titles also, I do put clickbaity titles too. I just make sure I deliver. I try my best to deliver, right? But that's if his titles are also very congruent to what he says inside, but I don't want to get into, because I don't know him personally, so I don't want to get too personal with him. This is just purely about his content. MOP, aside Cashapp restrictions in some area, please, how else can one support the channel? PayPal works. You know what I do? You know what I'll do? I'll set up PayPal. Try to see if you can send PayPal to ask@menofprestige.com. Then I'll see if I can link it to my existing account. But PayPal works. Wait. I'll set that up if that's easier for those of you that are outside of our jurisdiction. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate you. There is a $sign right next to the emoji symbol right under this chat. You typed it. Yeah, it should be $sign Man of Prestige, I think. $sign Man of Prestige. But I think she's saying she has Cashapp restrictions. That means she can't really use it. Yep. And then the link, I think there's a link. If somebody can grab the link from my description and drop it, that'll be fine. I think there's a link as well. But let me go to this video right here, so we can finally get into some of the commentatorship. Okay, yeah, I think I grabbed. Let me see here. Okay, I'll grab this. See if you can use this link. If that works. If not, then just wait. I'll set up PayPal in the next 24 to 48 hours. Thank you. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's get into the comments. All right, so some of the comments based off of this story, a lot of people are supporting. The comments I react to are the ones supporting Aaron Sloan is his name, I guess. Aaron Sloan. There was also somebody that was trying to do investigation around him, and they said they picked up a different name, because two people can have the same name, and then they were now sharing that around as his criminal past. To me, his criminal past still doesn't matter. Okay, what matters is that you're relating with this story, that you made it went viral. I'm talking about you made this story went viral because you're struggling in your personal relationships, or your ability to create personal relationships. That's what it comes down to. Or somebody's struggling, or you're empathizing with people that are struggling. I get that. I want to empathize with them, but I don't want to stop at just empathizing with them. I want to give them the skills to actually create better and experiences. So this person says, first of all right, you can see there's a long thesis already. I'm not going to blind you with this. Let me not blind you. Let's put this on the screen while we're talking about this. He said, first of all, go down low. First of all, you lack the credibility to comment on this. I'll just show it so you guys can read along with me. I'll show it. Let's do this. There you go. So first of all, you lack the credibility to... Hold on one second. I'm just trying to place it where it's easy for me to manage the screens. Thank you. Perfect. All right, good. First of all, you lack the credibility to comment on this matter. This man stood his ground. Gentlemen, that language stood your ground when you're interacting with a lady. You go collect. All right, not physically, of course, that's not appropriate, okay? But in terms of, you're going to create worse and worse results. This man was engaging these ladies for potential romantic interest, okay? How do I know? Because you could see him like cheesing once somebody said, "Oh yeah, take me," right? But anyway, this man stood his ground and handled the situation better than you ever could. Okay, good, maybe, right? The women involved were prepared to degrade him. Well, it sounds like it's a game show, right? Okay, so that's like, what do you want them to make it easier for you to not degrade you? Is this the same thing as they should allow you to lead? Just be a good follower? Is that the same thing? Maybe Allah, that's a reach. Let's keep going. The women involved were prepared to degrade him and expected him to stay silent. The whole point of popping the balloons is that they're going to tell you something that might trigger you. Are you saying that you want them to make it easier for you? Okay, let's keep going. We've witnessed numerous instances on social media where women degrade men without reason. Okay, you are attracting a bunch of women that are degrading you without reason. He typed this. I didn't type it. I did. You can see the name. Wait, he typed it. Okay. At Mountain 22 with the candle light. I hope the person didn't just lose the person. But anyway, it's you that you're attracting a bunch of women because you haven't seen all of the women in the world. Not even all black women. Not even all women of your own race. It doesn't matter. Not even women of your own nationality. Not even all women of your own tribe or even your own town. I don't care if it's 5,000 people in your town. I don't care how small it is. You haven't seen all those women. What you are telling me is your own truth. And I have to believe you. Okay?
You're right.
You're attracting a bunch of women, right, that will simply degrade you, social media or real life, for no reason. Okay, are there women like that? Yes, I agree there are, but you are attracting just them. You haven't had the opportunity to attract feminine, beautiful, inspirational, beautiful women. You had that opportunity, right? I feel for you. I don't feel your pain, but I feel for you. Okay, let's keep going. You're telling on yourself. I'm just letting you know you're telling on yourself. Let's keep going. Expecting them to remain quiet. Okay, so this is a man who thinks his voice is his power. Very dark man. It's about to collect. He thinks his voice is his only power. Same issues. As you can see, these are all the same issues across the board. Okay, let's keep going. Expecting them to remain quiet, often out of fear of losing their job and facing backlash. Okay, fear. You're projecting fear. Let's keep going. The women in this case were rude from the beginning. That's not what we saw, right? The first lady was extremely polite. In fact, he was rude. He was like, you did me a favor. That was rude, in my opinion, okay? Okay, maybe rude is a reach, but that's not a compliment. Can we agree that that's not a compliment? Okay. You did me a favor. That's not exactly a compliment. Can we agree on that? Okay. Good. So, and she was like, yeah, that's sure. Yeah, I know. Absolutely. They're actually like, they're scared shitless and they wanted to be nice so you can just go away as fast as humanly possible. That's what they were doing. Until that one girl was like, you know what? Maybe not so soon. Let me put them back on the screen. I'm not going to play them, but just to make sure that we can reference these ladies as well, pointing at them. Let's see. History. Victory is my victory. All right. Okay, we have them here. Let me see. So these are the young ladies we're talking about, right? Okay. So we can just point at them as we go. There you go. Perfect. Where are we? Okay, we're here. Okay. So the women in this case were rude from the beginning, giving him attitude before he even had a chance to speak. One woman dressed in white and blue. Let me see if we can find that woman dressed in white and blue. Who is dressed in white and blue? I don't see white and blue. Do you guys see white and blue? I see a blue. I don't see a white. Oh, this lady, she's the most polite. She was very polite. Let me see what he says about that. He's talking about this lady right here. This one. This one to the right-hand side right here. Is that the white? That's white and blue, right? All right. So let's see what he's saying. Hold on 1 second. I'll put that on the screen while I'm reading that. One woman dressed in white and blue criticized him for not being too polite. She was nice. She was actually being very nice when she said it, but let's keep going. Despite the fact that she never chose the previous polite men. Okay, so a lot of people are reading everything that happened before this scene because there were many men that came on this. Okay, so they were reading it and they already feel some resentment towards some of these ladies before they got to that scene. I've only seen this scene because that's what went viral. Granted, okay. So what do you mean? How can you speak to it? Calm down, relax. All right, just like that lady said, hey, relax, don't do too much, right? Relax, okay. All I need to see is what I'm reacting to right now. These are strictly opinions off of limited information, just like yours, because you don't know these people. Let's keep going. Aaron told them who they really are. Someone really needs to tell women today the truth. Okay, the truth tell us. Consistent issues over and over. These are people obsessed with the idea that they own the truth, or they have the truth, right? What they're calling the truth is their personal experience. That's it. Okay, all right. The truth is that you're creating the result you're creating. This man was not wanted by anyone. He was rejected by all of them, including the last one, because that she collected number from another dude on that show before they left. Let's keep going. He has every right to express his preference for not wanting a promiscuous woman. Right. Buzzword. He has every right. Right. They always go in the direction of right. So even when I tell them they are right, they struggle to believe me.
You're right.
They struggle to believe me. He has every right to show up to a date and say, hey, are you promiscuous? Tell me right now or no. What do you bring to the table? Of course he has every right to do that. Of course. Guess what he has? What else he has the right to do? To collect. He has all the rights to all the results that comes after that, to the consequences of such lame lack of social intelligence, all of that. He has all the right to collect all of that. Okay, so ultimately, right? These nuts.
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice, but I want you to get the gist here. Follow me. Don't be, Jesus Christ. Relax. Relax, okay? Relax. Okay, there's some lessons here. Right, truth, right? Struggle. He has every right to express his preference for not wanting a promiscuous woman, just as women have the right to say they do not want short or financially unstable men. He should not be criticized for stating his own preferences. Here's the difference. After women say those kind of things, you still want them. You still want them. Do you know what they call marketplace? The customer is always right. Okay, wait, but they're not the customer. We should just tell them the truth. But you are telling them the truth and it's not working. Baba, listen to me carefully. Listen, okay, I'm a little finger happy today. I want to get your attention. I'm not slapping you, I promise, okay? I promise. Of course, I'm not slapping you. This is just sound bites, okay? You want them even after they say those things. All you have to do is stop wanting them. Okay, you're not enough. Okay, gather more people to want them. Well, that's not working because you look worse. Every time you enter a manosphere room, it's just like, Jesus, what? Who did this to these people? No, not just women that say that, even men. I know, you think they are beta. No, you are beta. You're the beta one. Okay? It's the other way around. I know, not so soon. No, you're the alpha male. No, stop the cap. It's you. You're the beta male. Okay? And misery loves company. Okay? So, of course. So, I know all the talking points, all that kind of stuff. I know them. Okay? Obviously. The point here is that you're creating, you as an quote-unquote fake alpha male, you're creating a result that you don't like. And you're having a hard time holding yourself accountable. You think that means it's your fault. It doesn't mean it's your fault. Let's keep going. This is not about the rights you have. That's not what this is about. Okay? This is about strategy. This is about knowing what you're doing. This is about game. Lack of skills. Anyway, let me continue. Let's bring this back to the screen. Wait till before I continue, let me see. Stood your ground against what? A lion? He was with girls. Exactly. He's not telling his truth. He's telling his trauma. Continue. Okay, I will continue. I'll continue. Okay. Shaming, insult, guilt need to be right. There. Don't worry, we'll continue. Continue. There's a fairy, the dark man, Wahala. Portable. We need to hold women accountable, gang. Nyimu. Right to collect got me rolling. Yeah, you have the right to collect. You can say whatever you want. That's fine. You can say what the truth is, what the stats says, the statistics. You can remind them that 80% of them are filing for divorce. Maybe you should slow down and ask them why. Because we don't disagree with none of that. But also, you're not going to disagree that after a woman that makes you wet, you're supposed to be a man or you're getting wet. After a woman that makes you wet, I've told you that she does not want short and financially unstable men. You're still there, you're simping for her just because she showed you a little bit of attention. Yeah, you. I know you're barking at the top of your lungs and you think you became an alpha male suddenly. You think that's just how simple it is? No, you are you. Like you're your own shadow. It follows you everywhere you go. We can tell that you are a true simp. And it's okay. A recovering simp. Like MTR. It's okay. Because some people actually can help you create better results. Let's first of all start by saying you're telling the truth. You're lying to yourself. You don't like the result you're getting. You're lying to yourself. Let's keep going. You have the right. Yes, you have the right. You also have all the rights to the consequences. So he should not be criticized for stating his own preferences. I promise you, this is not a critique. Okay? This is not a criticizing of Aaron, Weapon X, Ninja Not Tot. I don't know that guy. Okay? He's a public figure now. I'm not criticizing you. I'm trying to tell you that you can relate with this because you two have made the same mistakes. Not the criminal stuff. That's irrelevant. You've made the same mistake of walking into a room and saying, let's make sure that she's exactly what I didn't want from the past. You lack game. So these women are showing you shaggy. Even worse, you're married, but you can't get it together. She never listens to you. She doesn't trust you. So what do? You must put your foot on the ground, and it's not working. Put your foot, hold your ground. How is that working out for you? It's not, because if it did, Anyway, let's keep going. Just as women have the right to say they do not want short and financially unstable men, women say that all the time. They settle with, not for, they settle with short men that have game all the time. Oh, you never expected that one. You didn't see that one coming, huh?
I never expected it.
But you are crying, you're complaining because you can't see past your own shortcomings, your own insecurity. Women settle, not for, they settle with. short men, financially unstable men all the time.
Are you playing? What type of playing is this? This is playing.
Oh, they just settled for the second best. No, they didn't. That's something you're telling yourself to make yourself feel better. They just found the value that person brings to the table because that person did not stop just because they had a bad experience. They didn't start creating crazy ass formula off of bad experience, right? That person is not fizzled by rejection. Rejection is part of life. Particularly you as a man, you should know that rejection is part of life. You should know that. But you know what? You didn't know that because you lack game. Everything. You only see the G in game stands for gratitude. A stands for ability. M. What does M stand for? Hola? M. M stands for... Wait. What does the M stand for? Anybody tell me? You guys know what this stands for, right? What does M stand for? Somebody tell me, please, in the chat. What does M stand for? They're like, wait, you never told us this. It stands for mindfulness. E stands for empathy. All right. I'll cover that on the next video. But you lack game. Okay? You don't have game. That's all that is. Okay? And it's okay. There are many people, many people like that. The problem is that the internet is giving you the power that you don't really have. So you think you just be loud. You can come in a chat and comment and type in the whole thesis, and somehow that's going to turn to be the truth. It's not. The truth is the results you are creating. That is the only thing. Actually, it's not all the way the truth because you can change that result. That's the closest thing to truth. It's closer to truth than what you're trying to tell yourself. The stories you're telling yourself. Let's keep going. He was simply responding to a question about what he wants in a partner, as is common on dating shows and apps, where individuals are asked about their preferences. It is important to respect everyone's right to have and express their own preferences in a respectful manner. Okay? I don't think anybody took away his right. It's just that you are attempting to take other people's rights away, other people's right to have an opinion about it. You're attempting to do that right now, but let's keep going. The woman in red was attempting to trap him by claiming he was looking at her chest. Who is the woman in red? You guys know who the woman in red is, right? This one right here. The one in the center. The one that said, oh, why are you looking at my breast? Okay. So a lot of people are stuck on that part of it, right? She was trying to trap him. Trap waiting. On the public, there's cameras everywhere. So sad. So cold inside, my brother. Anyway, the woman in red was attempting to trap him by claiming he was looking at her chest. She might later... Me, if I'm looking at your chest, I'm romantically interested in you, right? First of all, you probably would like that I'm sizing you up like that. That's number one. Second of all, if it's offensive, right? If it's offensive, I doubt it. Because I would have felt your energy. I wouldn't even be doing anything like that unless I feel some kind of... Some of you call it choosing signal. I won't do that, right? So, looking at the chest, guess what? It's actually almost the same thing as looking at our arms with the air. It's the same thing, right? So, if you think looking at the chest, because you're interpreting looking at the chest as disrespectful, right? You're helping her before she gets to that point, right? She's actually was just saying, hey, look at me, just in case, just look at me, right? Whatever she was doing, that's, in my opinion, that's all banter. My opinion, right? But you're looking at whatever you were looking at, and now when she said, look at my chest, you took it as she's trying to trap you. Well, guess what? Looking at her arms in that way too is just as offensive, right? Not especially if you're going to call it out that she has hair on her arm in a negative way, right? And at least, can you be consistent? You go on to the next lady, you know, you're like, no, but you look phenomenal. No, it's okay for you to have good hair on your arm. That's inconsistent, gentlemen. Women are generally not attractive to inconsistent men. Just in case you want to write that down too. Let's keep going. She may later use it to call him a creep. Why are you so scared of being called a creep? Are you a creep? Why are you so scared of being called a creep? Oh, That's just the soft part of the softness of the new modern men. You're scared of somebody calling you a creep, somebody accusing you of toasting them, asking them out. Are you scared of that too? You know it's okay to ask a lady out, right? You know it's okay. Anyway, and falsely accuse him of sexual misconduct on social media. How are you gonna do that when there's cameras on? Lights, camera, action everywhere. You're projecting at best. You're projecting your fears. So when you approach women, you approach with fear. It's no wonder you keep creating the same result over and over because they can smell it. Women don't like timid men. They like confident men. Confident does not mean it doesn't mean you're stoic. It doesn't mean you're arguing with a woman. They can smell it before you even open your mouth. If you have to open your mouth to showcase your confidence, you're lame. And that's beta. Okay. We know that an accusation of sexual misconduct can ruin a man's life. Nonsense. We know that. It's not relevant to this topic. I know what you're about to do. You're probably going to try to gaslight me. So you try to act like men don't go through. You're going to no. You gaslight yourself. That's nonsense. It's not relevant to what we're talking about here. Regardless of his guilt or innocence. However, he was smart and reversed the situation by addressing the question effectively. All of that was cap. All of that. Complete cap.
Stop the cap.
Cap. Big time. I didn't know MOP had the right to take away men's rights to express themselves. Thank you. I don't have the right, and the women don't have the right to take away your right to express. You can express yourself, but also make sure that you retain your right to collect woto. If a woman is giving you sign language back to back, you deserve it. That's the way you move. That's attracting that to you. What do you mean? Does this always a man's fault? If you like to use that word, yes, it's your fault. I don't like to use that word personally, but I prefer more of self-accountability, self-responsibility. That means your ability to respond even in the middle of crisis. I prefer to use that more so than, and I don't think it's a matter of fault. Okay, it's not a crime. It's you that keep thinking it's a crime that you're in a situation that's not as palatable, right? It's not your ideal situation. How you respond to crisis is part of game. Okay, ladies say, hey, you're looking at my chest like, I'm looking at, what do you mean? I'm looking at your chest. Must you have an answer to everything? If you have to have an answer for everything, you are sassy. Okay, that's a good chance you're a sassy person. Anyway, let's keep going through some of this chat. So, some people responded to that. There's 12 replies here. I think I responded too. Somebody said, amen, brother, but I think this person said, amen, brother. I think they were agreeing. I said, so you have to agree that you are just as sassy as Ninja Turtle is, right? I don't know. Why are these people clicking like on this? You guys are not nice. Okay, Brian Clark came back and said, sassy, can you define sassy for me? Who cares about whether he is sassy or not? That was the conversation that you all engaged that made it go viral. Right? Well, they said he got fired. No, it's actually because he hated that he was being dragged for being sassy. That's what led to him lying about getting fired. I know you never expected it, but stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
All right. It doesn't make him a bad person. Here we go. Good or bad person. Consistent. By the way, gentlemen, you're not a bad person. Do you believe me or you don't believe me? If you don't believe me, this is going to be a struggle. You're not a bad person. The fact that you lack game does not make you a bad person, gentlemen. Okay? By the way, let me be clear about this. I'm just talking to you because Ninja Turtle is a man and you're the one defending him. Ladies, in very weird, twisted ways, the same rules apply. You need game too. Okay? Because many of you also come back and say it's only the bad girls that are getting the good guys. Loriro. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
All right. You're trying to minimize the conversation down to good and bad, black and white. That's literally the definition of lame.
Everything I do,
Pressure is climbing. All right, so he goes, who cares about whether he's sassy or not? I don't care personally. I think you care because it's actually not a crime. It doesn't make him a bad person, which you alluded to. Exactly, thank you. I love your take on it, by the way. I've watched MTR and learned brief context on Queen of Accountability. Queen of Accountability, I know a lot of people trying to bring her into this. I don't know why she's that much engaged in the conversation. I could care less about what she brought up. I don't care. Because again, long before, in the first minute, once he said, I don't want a woman with promiscuous woman, right? Once he said that, this one is lame. Another one, forget it. Charge it to the game, right? Once he said that, it was over, you know. But she needed to go dig up all this stuff, like, oh, that is unnecessary. But I get it. It's just, I think she's a content creator too. That's fine. She looked so deep into my favorite Ninja Turtle that she overlooked his ass. Other people have the name of Aaron Sloan. Okay, that's the person that told me that. Other people have the name Aaron Sloan, and she was looking up the wrong person. Also, she misinterpreted info on his past. Let's read more. On his past life and charges. In turn, quotes charges he had from a long time ago. Well, that's what happens when you over-explain yourself. You expose yourself. When you live in a glass house and you're throwing stones because he was sassy enough to be calling those ladies out. That's what happens. That's the reality, gentlemen. Okay. He in turn quoted charges he had from a long time ago to be as recent as when he was released from prison. We don't know any of this stuff, by the way. This is just stuff we're reading from public records. We don't know any of this stuff. We don't know the actual truth in any of this stuff. What we can see is the way you conduct yourself in public, gentlemen. What matters the most in all of this, the lessons out of this is social intelligence. It's none of that if something is truth or factual or not. None of that stuff matters. We're not the judge here. The judge is there in court, okay? They are the people that stamp those judgments and stuff. We're just having opinions. That's why if somebody have an opinion about you that you might be a creep, the way you move and stuff like that, the more you engage that means it touches a nerve. Maybe you should pay attention to that. Let's keep going. Over 6 to 7 years ago, he can't dox his own company when he's in legal talks with severance and legal bonds. He's been doxing himself, literally. Okay, he started the whole thing. Okay, he's the one that came out and lied about 500 women. At the minimum, that's an exaggeration. And exaggerations are lies. He said 500x. He actually put an X. That means multiples of 500s. If you're going to go literal, like lame people do, 500x means multiples of 500. That means it's at least a minimum of 1,000. Did you believe that? Okay, you don't want us to go there. Of course, he didn't mean that. Exactly my point. All of that really doesn't matter. Okay. On his side, for real. Who cares about Sassy? You don't care, but you need to tell your face that you don't care. You need to tell your fingers, maybe more like your fingers, that you don't care. If you didn't care about somebody calling you sassy, you will not engage. It's like somebody calling you like you have a little dick. If it's not the truth, why would you engage that conversation, right? Doesn't make sense, right? You tell your fingers that I don't care about sassy so that your fingers can stop typing. So that your fingers can stop typing, I don't care.
Don't care, still don't care. I don't care, I don't care.
Struggle. He didn't have a job. How could he get fired unless GoFundMe is employment? Wahala. Is in between jobs. You know how it is. Yeah, in between jobs. In between jobs can be in between life and death. Let's keep going. All right, so he said all of that, and then somebody came back. Some Kim West say Aaron is lying, and if you actually pay attention, he tells on himself. He does. If you can't tell that Aaron, or you can't tell when people tell on themselves, that's keep working because it's not going to change overnight. But please listening to this channel, Okay, I'll give you some cues here and there. Eventually, I know you're a pragmatic person. You start seeing patterns. They have a tendency to say, I'm speaking the truth. They have a tendency to say somebody has the right. They have a tendency to say something is unfair. They have a tendency to see life from a standpoint of black and white, when in fact, they actually don't have the right to do that because they're not the judge. I'm not the judge. You're not the judge. It's okay to have an opinion, right? And it's okay to engage conversation if the conversation is still engaging, right? These are some of the things that you start to pay attention to once you listen to this platform long enough. If you're not the judge, okay? We're not computers. We're not ones and zeros. We are human beings. There's too many nuances for you to try to see life from a black and white standpoint. Oftentimes, people will say they're not seeing from black and white, so it's not just about saying it. It's about the overall delivery of what your interpretations, your outlook on life. It's not about using the words, okay? So I've seen people use the words and butcher it. When you talk long enough, I'll be able to tell if you're a black and white person. Being a black and white person, there's nothing wrong about it. You will create bad results because you're interacting with human beings that are not black and white people. I'm just saying. Let's keep going. This person say, I was responding. I said, not you, the commenter. That was okay. I said, and then he goes, oh, sorry, comment still applies. Because honestly, I didn't read it at that point. I thought it was being defensive. You see, it can happen to me too. Calm down. You don't have to be quick to respond, right? But I was quick to respond. I said, and then I said, oh, sorry. He said, sorry, comment still applies. I appreciate some of your take, brother, but some leave me perplexed. Okay. So I now took the time to respond to him. Let me see what I said. I generally don't respond to comments these days anymore, especially if they're negative in nature. But I guess I was just in good spirit. So I said, I see. Sassy is a subjective thing. Over explaining or mansplaining, which can be an indication of seeking validation, though camouflaged as being logical, along with certain body language, can be interpreted as sassy. It's too many things going on there, as you can see. Ultimately, it's an opinion. Like, it's not that deep. No one, especially Aaron, should be digging into his past to disprove a mere opinion. See how I put especially Aaron? That means I'm not talking about Queen of Accountability or Abba and Preach or MTR. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it's an opinion, let them have it. Oh, well, their opinion can tarnish my image. Okay, then if you're going to fight, make sure you fight. Remember Uncle Polo, make sure it's a means to an end. You're going to actually fight all the way through. If you're going to try to do opinions with people that are just having opinions on the internet, social media is not your mate. You will dig a hole for yourself. You basically dox yourself. That's what has happened thus far, right? And if you engage this stuff and you have a platform like MTR, you also expose yourself. MTR exposed himself. All right. If 8 out of 10 ladies he cares to engage calls them sassy, it's wise for him to pay attention to that since he cares. Instead, he chose to double down on the lame behavior, and so it gets worse. And then I said, I appreciate it, bro. All right, so that was that. Let me see. There's more here. Oh, okay. Then he replied. He said, don't you feel a little sassy yourself? Even sometimes. Okay, this is a person that's still seeing sassy as a crime. It's not a crime to be sassy. Okay, you might just create bad results. If most women are seeing you as sassy as a grown man, they can't respect you. They will have a hard time respecting you. That's all. Because you're sassy. Sassy means going back and forth in a negative connotation conversation with a woman. She cannot respect you. Okay, you might call it standing your ground all you want. You lose respect. Okay, and if you ask for respect, it gets worse too. Okay, just objectively recall. Okay, objectively, trying to force me into his own objective outlook on life. Just objectively recall of your simple comments. In my opinion, you have displayed clear sassy tendencies. Am I wrong? Again, right and wrong. You see the patterns little by little, right? They always think of life in a matter of right and wrong. there are times when I'm in a conversation, right? And I'm like, right or wrong. Maybe I'm trying to narrow down and making a point. That's not what I'm talking about. Maybe he's going to claim that that's what he's doing right now. But wait, I'm looking at the overall thing, right? Overall exchange, right? He said, am I wrong? You have undressed him in your video. Undress? What? Huh? Undress who? Why? Wow, pause. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
He shock you.
Jesus. Undress him. It's not that deep. Oh my God. Gentlemen, Jesus Christ. This is why they don't want you. Everything's so serious for you. Oh my show. This is going to be a struggle. Let's keep going. You have undressed him in your video, also backing him up, but we're talking about your sassiness. Okay? He was critical in his responses to the woman. No, you should have said the woman he wanted. That's the part you missed. The woman he wanted. That you should have. Don't forget to add that part. The woman he wanted.
Sorry.
What's going on, Mindrell? Mindrell is here. What's going on, brother? You should have had it. The woman he wanted, you dumbass.
Nuts. Got him. Got him.
He was critical in his responses to the woman. I'm going to help you had it. That he wanted. So they rejected him. Let me help you had that as well. They rejected him. He hated that result. Okay? He didn't like it. Okay, forget the Ninja Turtle himself. You didn't like it. You hated that rejection. And that's what you're connecting with. That's how you're able to relate. You hate all the rejections you've ever gotten. And that's part of your problem. Because rejection is how you get to the actual results. Successful results you're looking for. But as a grown man, you have a hard time embracing rejection. Yes. Especially to women, you will continue to collect with the wood.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you're critical in your responses. Sounds like you're being more sassy than him. Let me see. I think I did answer. Yeah, of course I answered. I said maybe. See, I don't have a problem with you calling me sassy. I don't have a problem with that, right? Right? The actual simps of this social media space have called me simps before. The actual beta male of this social media space have called me beta before. I'm not bothered about that. I'm more concerned about you that you're listening to me right now. You're actual real beta, right? Got it? You're beta, and it's not like anything is wrong with that. Actually, it doesn't matter that you're beta. What matters is that you're a whole human being, and you can open your mind up and learn some better skill sets so you can create better results. The results you desire. That's what matters. Maybe not you in particular, but everybody else just like you that will see this video and will be like, you know what? My spirit doesn't agree with him, but my results are my results. But Ola, what's your own results? That's a good question. You want my full story? You can see them in these books. Go to manofprestige.com. 2 books. The game is out here. You just have to be open-minded to learn them. All right, so I said maybe, although context matters. Maybe I'm sassy, but context matters. If I'm addressing a lady or ladies, okay, particularly romantic interest, that context will be more of a fit for this conversation. I'm not romantically interested in Ninja Turtle. Why are we bringing the man sassy into this conversation? Why are we bringing sassiness into that conversation? How's that relevant?
Are you stupid? Are you a crazy person? You not mad? You know me before? Who be this one? Who the f are you?
I didn't mean that. I was just trying to be nice. That's all.
Hey, I am me to me, by me.
Listen, I'm just trying to get your attention, okay? Everything you submitted is the definition of lame. I know you try to be nice, you listen to me, you like some of my points and all that kind of stuff, but you are now officially a lame. Ola, don't insult your followers. Trust me, this is not an insult. This is tough love, gentlemen, tough love. Anyway, so somebody said, I respect Aaron and I rock with him. Good. That's a statement. That's fine with me. I don't know about that. The woman in that panel seemed respectful to me. See, another person said that. Somebody came back and said, bless you, so cute. You need to watch it again and understand what respectful actually means. See, you cannot tell people what respect means to them. That's another lame behavior. You can't tell people what respect means to them. See, sometimes I'll define respect because I'm telling the ladies what respect means to men. That's different because they're listening to me and telling them what respect means to men in general. Because some men might actually disagree with me, right? Some men might actually disagree with me. But in general, I can tell them, like, ladies, this is what respect means to men. It's not something that we wake up after collecting woto from a man and then saying suddenly I deserve respect. That's not the respect that men are looking for. Men are socialized from the very beginning to expect women to look up to them, right? It makes them feel a sense of, some sense of fulfillment with their lady, right? So when you know that as a woman, it's actually a weapon of good deeds, of course, right? But if you mix it together that, because I was cheated on, I'm looking for respect. That's two different things, right? But a person came to you and said, that looked respectful to me. It looks respectful to me, right? As well. But you're coming here, you're saying, well, you don't understand what respect actually means. The woman in the blue called him a turtle. Okay, there was a jump cut and the lady said, you are being catty and sassy with me, right? And they said, well, since you came for me, I think they cut that part. There's a jump cut, but we don't know. Say, hey, I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying that man attracted the experience he collected. Okay, that doesn't mean it's fault. It means he can look at it and say, what did I do? What did I do? Maybe I can move a little bit differently. It's just more like hold yourself accountable. Like even if it's not your fault, if you continue to notice you find yourself with women that give you basketballs, they're showing you shaggy, there's something about you. I tell the ladies the same thing. If you continue to notice that you're attracting the same type of men, there's something about you that's attracting those men. Your blood is too sweet. They want to suck it. There's something about you. How much more you're a grown man? Of course, the same thing is true for you. The woman in the red tried to be rude by telling him her eyes are up here. That was rude to you? It sounds like you have no experiences with any woman at all, if you think that's rude. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong, because some people just pop up and say, hey, I've been married for 25 years and I feel the same way. I'm like, okay, all right, Baba. Maybe you shouldn't be teaching everybody, because sometimes there's also context. Let's keep going. Because she thought he was looking at her breast when he wasn't. He was looking at her arms. How do you believe that he wasn't looking at breast, actually? How do you believe that so far? Did you zoom in and look at the direction of his eyes to see if he was looking at breast or not? He said to some of them, they did him a favor. But if you notice, he looked them up and down. So he was sizing them up. That's all part of the body language that tells certain type of people, like, why are you acting like a woman, sassy and catty? That's actually part of the body language. But let's keep going. Sizing them up and down was analyzing them. Let's continue here. Some of the women were rude. Okay. So I think at first it said all the women were rude. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Some of the women were rude. Even the slim girl in the white, the 22-year-old, she said to a man, he can in chewing gum, she didn't need to say that. That was immature and rude. And she also popped on some guys right at the end, talking about the energy wasn't right. She was wasting people's time, so that wasn't respectful. Your awareness and analytical skills is very low. Respectfully. This is a very sad day for you, Glex Services. You are just as lame as a lot of these men I'm seeing out in this social media streets. I don't meet them in real life, just so you know. I have a lot of friends. Some of them are actually single. They definitely don't operate this way. I don't know if they become keyboard warriors on the internet too, but you too, you officially don't collect it. All right, somebody came here and said he's not a ninja turtle. He's a black man. Wait, let me make sure there's no more replies here. He's a black man and a human being, and people need to leave him alone. Be an adult. I don't disagree with that. Here's the reality. People are going to probably leave him alone. There's going to be other news in a few days. I don't know. There's nothing profound in what you said. He needs to stop lying. Kim West said Kim West must be a woman. He needs to stop lying. He put himself out there lying. Craig says, what lying? Mr. Just said, you are not qualified with this. At least this person is laughing. That's what I'm saying. At least Craig is laughing. Gentlemen, Jesus Christ, life cannot be this serious for you. At least Mr. Johnson is laughing here. You're not qualified with the laughing. Everything is so serious. That's why women are not attracted to you. That's why. You're too serious. You're sassy. You're catty. You're ready to fire back. You call it masculinity. You're beta. And then I was looking at the arms on your. I was looking at the hair on your arms. LOL. Damn, my dude, Aaron is on point. I can laugh at that. Actually, what I want you to do more of, like, relax. Jesus Christ, why are you so serious? Even if you're going to learn game, you're gonna have to love in freedom. You're gonna have to understand that love is playful. You're too serious. And they can smell it. Even though you might put a fake smile on, they can smell it in you. Like this one will try to steal my joy away and call it marriage is not about happiness. You didn't think we know that? You don't think those ladies know that? You're telling on yourself. Anyway. Craig says the guy is sassy, but he deserves grace. We deserve grace. You are from another country. All right, here we go. You are from, shout out to Craig. I'm going to be nice, I promise. You are from another country where men are supported. You see, this is a big deal. Patterns. Pay attention to these patterns. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to this. Pay attention to this, ladies and gentlemen. The grass always seems greener on the other side. Ask an African friend of yours to take you to Lekki. No, forget Lekki. Take you to Akure. In Ondo State, Nigeria. Okay? I know you think there are better women on other sides of the world. Your shadow is always going to be with you. There's always a line beaming on you at all times. It follows you everywhere you go.
Oh, beauty.
You don't know women. You obviously have no experience with women to talk like that. They are the same everywhere you go. When I say the same, context please. Context. The things that you resent so badly about women, it's the same everywhere you go. There's something about you attracting those type of women. They're everywhere. Even in India, yes. Let me do that for the ladies, okay? Even in India, they're everywhere. Hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, yes, I know this is our American topic. Hit the like button. All right. You are from another country where men are supported. There's so many men that don't feel supported from my country, Nigeria. These conversations on MTR, if you know Nigerian names, they're all over it in the chat. on MTR, on what's his name, Coach Greg, Free Lifestyle Agents, even got them. What's his name? The one with the what's his name? I forgot his name. Rollo Tomasi, the white man. They're everywhere. You know why? Because they can relate. Nigerian men are collecting left and right. Woto everywhere too. Even inside marriage. Why? How? Because they don't know what they're doing. They lack skills. The last skills. So he goes, you're from another country where men are supported and you have a pretty intact culture. Says who? Have you seen me, Buba? When was the last time you saw me, Buba and Shoro, on this show?
We go explain because no evidence.
Wait, you don't know what Buba and Shoro is? Some of you call it dashiki. Dasiki, or we call it dasiki in Akure. Some people internationally call it dashiki. When was the last time you saw me dashiki on this show? Do I look like my culture is intact? Are you normal? Do I look like... The grass always seems greener on the other side for lame people. Across the board, not just men, women as well. Right? The grass is greener on the other side potentially for one of two possible reasons. Somebody is watering that grass, okay, that part that you don't want to do, or it's fake, synthetic, like plastic. You know, I know some of you claim you don't like BBL, but maybe you don't like it in real life, but you're hitting those, you're double tapping those likes on social media though. Anyway, BBL don't collect. So he goes, you have a pretty intact culture. Black women in America in general, not all, are all out of control. Guess what? You still generalized. I told you it's not about the words. It's your overall energy. It's your overall energy. Just because you said not all, or just because you said most, or just because you said 95%, or just because you said 51%, does not make it not generalization. The overall concept you delivered is what will tell us if you're generalizing, and you are generalizing. Okay, how would you know? You don't know black women. What do you mean? I live most of my life here in America. You know what I mean? What do you mean by that? Continue. All right. So any experience you can think of, I've had it. Just let's say that. Okay. My accent is Argentine because I identify as a Nigerian. I was raised in Nigeria. My developing years were mostly in Nigeria between the ages of 3 and 18. The rest of my 44 years has been here. Okay. So actually, when people are talking about going to school in Nigeria, I'm like, I have no experience. I only went through primary school and secondary school, what you call elementary and what do we call it, high school here. Okay, which is a big deal. That's what made who I am today. But my adult life has been here. Okay, so you are from another country where men are supported and you have a pretty intact culture. I think you're ignorant, and I mean that respectfully. I think ignorance it's okay. It just means you don't know what you're talking about. Black women in general, not all, are all out of control. Okay, he did say in general. I love them and they deserve understanding. Black men in America need to stand up for themselves and speak up. Good. Speak up to who exactly? That's the question. Who do you want to speak up to as black men in America, which I am one of them? I understand I'm African descent, right? I'm African, identified African. I get it. My experience is still quite different from yours. I'm not capping about that, right? But like I said, let's just say black men. Because like I just told you, some of my African brothers are going through the same thing. You're going through the same thing. And we like to be very quick to say, hey, well, you're in America, you won't understand what we're talking about. Anytime we're generalizing, well, you're Nigerian, you won't know what we're talking about. Everyone is saying the same goddamn lame stuff. I don't know if you know that. Everyone is saying the same thing everywhere. O'Shea Duke Jackson, who lives in somewhere in Africa, will tell you this. The problems are everywhere. The pressure is on you. So if you want to stand up for yourselves and speak up, right? Yes, you can do that. The question is that what's stopping you? I'm not stopping you, right? I can tell you if you're socially lame, right? Not by me just saying it. I'm telling you based off of the results you're creating. I don't get to say that. I don't have that power. But if you come to me and complain about the results you are generating, and then you demonstrate in your rhetoric something that aligns with why you are generating those results, I'll tell you, okay? So if, for example, you think somehow other people's women are better than yours, I can tell you that's one of the reasons why you're struggling. Because you expect somebody else to come and water your grass, or you think you want to go and steal other people's watered grass and sleep on it and enjoy your life and play on it. That's not how life works. That's why you're struggling to stand up and speak for yourself in a way that actually generates the results you desire. What results do you desire? That's the question. Eventually, I'm continuing to read. Eventually, things will recalibrate because black men were way too quiet. Says who? What world do you live in? Black men, from what I've seen in the manosphere, are not quiet. They are loud as shit. And when I say black men, I mean including all my African brothers on those chats, on those stages. Just black men around the world. They're loud. I'm generalizing. Those in manosphere. Okay? So, way too quiet for exactly how long are we talking about? Way too quiet and didn't even know how to stand up for themselves onto social media. Social media, you cannot blame or credit social media with anything. Social media is just media. It's just the media, the order of the day, digital age, right? Yes, extremely powerful. Have the power to magnify who you are. It does not create, it magnifies who you are. So how did you conduct yourself without social media? Social media is simply helping you magnifying it. So what's the responsibility of women in this? That's a good question. Okay, women are nurturers. You provide. They nurture. They multiply. They don't provide. They don't provide seeds. They don't bring anything to the table outside of their ability to multiply. Gender warrior is a necessary stage in my opinion. Let me even shock you. Gender warrior is not exactly new. Lame people have always engaged in gender war. Whenever they don't have their way with the other gender, they've always engaged it with very weak point of views. They complain about their very own. They think other people's are better. Women do the same thing. They think African men are better. How? What do you mean? In what way?
How, Sway?
What do you mean? Are you sure you know what you're talking about? So why can't you just say African men are better? In what respect is what I asked you. I didn't say they're not better. In what respect are they better? What do you mean? I meant that question. It wasn't all the way rhetorical. I meant that question. When you say African men are better than your own men, what do you mean? If you say Nigerian woman, say, I'll just rather go and be with an Oyibo man. Oyibo man are better. What do you mean? What do you mean? If you can't tell me what you mean, that's lame. That's a lame point of view. The grass always seems greener on the other side. That's for all of us. Some of us are just aware enough to say we're not going to move with that outlook. There's no way. Somebody is watering that grass. Right? Let me keep going. Gender war is necessary stage in my opinion. It's not a stage. It's here to stay. You don't have to stay in that mindset. Gender war is here to stay. For as long as it's men and women, there's always going to be people in the media who play to what you like to hear. There's been songs about gender war. There's been entertainment. There's been TV shows. Forever, It's always going to be that way because they know people generally like to choose a side. It could be gender, it could be race, it could be all these different things, all these different divisions between humans. It's here to stay. But you don't have to stay in that mindset. You don't have to stay in that mindset. You could just simply realize that, hey, my outlook is myopic in nature. You're lame. You don't know what you're talking about. You're talking strictly from a narrow-minded standpoint of view. That's what you're talking from. Let me see here. Black women in America, not all are all out of control. Is it me, or did this commenter just contradict himself? That's what you do. You contradict yourself. You tell on yourself, even though in your opinion you've used all the right words, but your energy is speaking louder than your words. Your energy is speaking louder than your words. I listen, just want you to know that your energy is speaking louder than your words. Oh, guess what I said? I said I feel you. Honestly, I think I was tired. I said I feel you. Let me see. Somebody said he doesn't. Wait, let me see. There's a response here. Okay, there's a response here. He doesn't. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous predator who still hasn't changed. I don't know what they're talking about. They're just gonna get a heart. That's all. True Beauty says he was extremely catty and sassy. Lobato. And guess what? A sassy person will come and come on. The sassy person is gonna engage True Beauty and try to prove them wrong. Let me see. Doesn't matter. He's still going to get a great woman in the future. The only thing that's left is for you to kneel down and start praying. He's still going to get a great woman in the future who won't see him as being sassy, which is a naive thing to say. Just because they didn't like that he stood for himself. It's true, he might get, by the way, it's very true that he might get whatever a great woman means in the future that won't see him as sassy. Good luck to that. But if 8 out of 10 people women, the women that you want, are seeing you as catty and sassy, they didn't say it out in words. Look at that girl in pink. Her body language was saying everything you needed to see, everything he needed to know. This girl in pink at the very end, this one, she's just like, I'm good. He said, maybe let her get her balloon back. She was like, nah, I'm good. Let me play for you. It's like, I'm good. Let's see.
I'm not interested in. You got more hair on your arms than me, baby.
Jesus.
But, anyways.
Okay, so he's saying get your balloon back, but how you feeling, him?
I'm not gonna get my balloon back.
Oh.
That's the nicest way to turn a person down. She was so nice. Pretty girls too. All right, so let's keep going. All right. I'm rounding up now. Rounding up. So if you want to call in, feel free. The thing is right there. Let's see. Where is it? Where is this thing? Okay, it's on the other side. All right, so some clear as water said he is very sassy. He was in jail with other men. Jesus. Sign language. He was in jail with other men and probably had relationship with men. American men get this was a lot. I'm American and married a foreigner. I can't deal with this man here. Heesh. That's harsh. But at least you're married to a foreigner. But please don't teach other people to start looking for foreigners. Because if they go try to fix their issues, their personal attraction issues, by running to another country, they will attract. They are everywhere. Okay, sassy beta male are everywhere you go in the world. Okay, usually they'll be the first to call other people beta. That's usually a sign that they're beta. Okay, Allah, does the same thing count for you? Maybe, But if you listen to what I said earlier on, your overall energy is what dictates, not the words. Okay. So, but those that get it, they get it. And obviously, hold on a second. Yes, I'm rounding up. Yes. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so those that get it, they get it. And if you don't get it, forget about it. But I have a feeling you're getting it. I have a feeling you're getting it. That's why you engaged with the comments. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate you as my brothers. But I got to give you some tough love, because this is getting worse and worse by the day.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. All right.
Somebody else here said he also sold drugs. Okay, simple. He's also sold drugs to his community. Yes, people can change, but he owes people money, and they are after him for their money. His ex-girlfriend told on him, and he confessed that yes, indeed, he did it. He did it. He did track her while she was in her car. All right, so that's also a beta male behavior. Tracking. He admitted to tracking this lady. He tried to sugarcoat it and stuff like that. Let me see if I can play that video here. He tried to sugarcoat it and say, oh, it wasn't what he meant to do, blah blah blah. But let me pull that video up to the scenes here so you guys can see it. Beta male. He tracked her. He turned on notification on an extra phone, put it in the car, and worse, he admitted to it. Oh yeah, I know. I'm not asking, like, listen. The fact that he admitted to it tells you how lame he is. So you're saying he shouldn't tell the truth? Listen to me carefully. The fact that he admitted to it is even worse when it comes to social intelligence. That means it's extremely disconnected from what we're talking about right now. Extremely disconnected from what we're talking about right now. I'm going to pull that video to the screen here. Where is O'Shea Dick Jackson's video? There you go. Pop the balloon. There you go.
Digital nomad. One of my favorite.
The last few days have been quite interesting with Aaron, aka Weapon X, aka the Pop the Balloon guy. And of course, me, I retired. Hasn't showed anything. But you guys said he dropped some receipts. What receipts has this guy dropped? Again, this guy is a liar, man. And you guys are taking this person with show here support. I dropped. Again, this guy is a liar, man. And you guys are taking this personal. I'm unsubscribing, which is okay. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with you guys. You guys are emotional, and that's okay. There's even guys threatening to do lawsuits and stuff like that against the dudes if certain things don't happen. Hey, that's fine too. I'm dealing with a concept. The concept that I'm dealing with is that this guy did not tell the truth, and he used good black men and their money, you guys who gave him the money, to do this and take advantage of you guys. That's the only reason why I'm doing the video, not to, like, you know, wish bad on you guys. I actually like the fact that you guys stood up for the brother and you were trying to help him. At first, I was willing to help him until I got more knowledge and I understood that he was trying to take advantage of the same very men that wanted to help him. He doesn't care about you. I have been doing this business for 9 or 10 years. If there's anybody who could have scammed black men, it could have been me. I could have got over on everybody, but I don't, because I know how hard you work for your money, and I try to be a decent person, and it's not right for me to do this. But this guy don't care about anybody but himself. He don't care about the woman he deal with. He don't care about himself. He damn sure don't care about you. And if you guys want to believe him, that's fine.
All right, O'Shea Duke Jackson, stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
All right, so let's do this. There's this other video that I think we should just look at real quick. There you go. This is Duke the Don. It's another YouTuber holding MTR accountable. Let's get into it.
But I don't even know the name of the company, and that's crazy. Yo, Joe, that's a good ass point. Oh, sure, yo, MTR. Come on up, bro.
Duke, what up, baby?
What's good, MTR? Welcome to the stream, bro. We gotta talk about this because,
bro, let's talk about it. I want you to ask whatever question that you want.
It's gonna happen, bro. Cause you got covered in shit on this one, bro.
Now, listen. I'm all for taking the L. You know what I'm saying? But just like I said, I said at the end of the video, it's not about taking the L. It's what you do after the L. All right. So I gotta stand over here with egg on my face because I did something that I absolutely. But Duke, you did just say something I want to circle back to. You said he didn't fool you. My art. See, here's the thing. He fooled everybody. How?
He didn't fool me. He didn't fool me. But who am I, right? Let's keep going.
He lied about about getting fired. He lied. So
But we still don't know if he actually got fired or not. He just doesn't have a proof. And also that's not really relevant to why you believed him in the first place. You believed him because you couldn't stand women rejecting a man. And you were loathing in the idea that he was being sassy back at them. You called it masculine and stoic.
he lied. And here's the thing. I've been preached.
That was more like, at this point, we don't know if that's a lie yet. It's still irrelevant.
Like the conversation that I have during that live stream while I've been preached, I've been preached still thought that he got fired too. I still thought he got fired because he just outright lied.
We did that too because we don't know. We didn't know, right? Because that's what everybody was running with. So I'll give you that. We all got bamboozled on that part.
Not me.
So here's the thing, bro. So a lot of people are trolling me now because of the 5-hour live stream. When in reality, if I didn't do the 5-hour live stream, he wouldn't have been exposed this early.
No, remember he was exposing himself. He was already exposing himself.
Cap.
Remember, he was the one that came out and said he got fired. The story you bought into. That we still don't know if it's lie or truth, and it's not relevant. That was a person, that was a man that was still being catty and sassy and crying over rejection from women. Stop the cap.
I'm the first one to do it with the help of Queen of Accountability. Let me give her a just due. Between me and her together, besides this, everyone's commenting like, oh, look at his behavior. He's probably a scammer. No,
but there
we don't care.
There were other channels who were coming out with information on this guy already, right?
I'm the first one. I'm the first one to say that he never got fired from anything. That he made that story up.
You said that, but I would say the only one thing I'll give you credit, your live stream credit for, and I did do that in my first video.
Well, we need you to say that it was lame from the get-go. It was lame from the very beginning. The moment he said promiscuous, now to be fair to MTR, I think he did say, I wouldn't say it that way, but I love the way that he said it that way anyway. What?
On this was that he exposed himself on your live streams. The criticism I have for you is that you didn't go crazy on her. Like, you didn't go crazy on it. Because, like, it was like, there were certain things like, okay, so the first part where he said, oh, absolutely not. My ex was lying about me ever putting my cell phone there in the car. And then, like, you asked the question again, but you were almost like, you were still asking the question. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, you know, I did do that one time. Yeah, you know, I did.
Now, dude.
It was just like,
I get you. And I accept it. Dude, I accept the criticism. But would we have gotten as much information if I shut him down?
What information? All of the information is still useless. We don't need to know that he has criminal past before we can tell it's lame. What connects you with him is because you're just as lame. You think going back and forth with women is stoic and masculinity. That's the connection between you two. That's the major part about this whole thing. You made it. You tried to flip the narrative into it because it was fired unfairly. That's you that you did that. That part of the story didn't need to go viral. You helped dox him. That's all you're trying to take credit for right now, because now they're digging up all his past, his baby mama drama, his girlfriend. Thanks to you, because that's the credit you're trying to take, right?
He probably would have crashed out on you. We probably just got content.
All right. So listen, you know, we 3 levels deep, baby.
Okay, so let me ask
we 3 levels deep.
Why is it though that you gave him such a big you gave him such a big
You gave him a platform.
You did. You can't.
No, forget leeway. Forget leeway. He gave him a platform. That $13,000, he would have raised money because we have enough men like that will support him. But he contributed to it. You know, you gave him a platform. Okay, there's nothing wrong with giving a man a voice. Okay, sure. I'm talking about not giving him a voice per se. I'm talking about you as an MTR. Why did you believe this guy's story as truth? Or he didn't believe it. He was asking for proof, to be fair to him. Like, give me some proof, give me some proof. But why was he asking for proof? He was going to use that story to become another big story that modern women are just terrible. That's the aim. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. That's what his channel stands for. Like, a bunch of people got this man fired. Black women. And then they came to find out that he wasn't even dating black women. Well,
because Duke, I thought at that time, just like everybody, that he got thrown out of, that he got fired because he was an asshole. I legitimately thought that. You legitimately thought that. Abba and Preach everybody legitimately thought that. Because at the time now mind you, this all happened on Friday. Today's Monday. So there was 3 days later where now I release a video that's just like, all right, he got me. Because I believed them. Now, like, if you want to hold me, if you want to criticize me because I believed him, that he really got fired, then you just said a second ago that you believed it as well.
But MTR, we're going back to the firing. I agree with you on that. We got bamboozled on that. But I'm talking about like some of the other things that he said that clearly proved that this guy, he wasn't 100%. He lied to you like 4 times. Not just you. He lied to you and your fans like multiple times. Some of the people in your fan base, they caught it. Like, look, you would look at the.
They did.
They were like, "Yo,
it's smart fan base."
Even when he was talking about the baby, talking about, I can't answer that with that person. Yeah. If one has a baby, present them. Like, even your chat was like, "Yo, this nigga lying." He lied through his mouth. But like, the thing is, that's when you come in and say, "Okay, all bets are off." The energy that you have in this video we reacting to, that was the energy that was needed right then and there in that 5-hour live stream, right?
But looking at the context of the whole stream, right? He all of the things that he told me, because Lord knows what's true at this point. He has
exactly
deep issues, and I commented many times how many deep, traumatic, toxic background he's gonna have toxic relationships going into the future. He starts naming all this toxic shit, but also at the same time he's saying that the chick is lying. The Latino chick is. By the way, let me also say this as well. I apologize wholeheartedly to the Latina chick. I apologize wholeheartedly. The things that I said during that stream at that time, it's not something that I should have said, and I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that at all. So I do take those things back. Actually, I had a conversation with the young lady a couple of hours ago, and I apologized to her face to face. So I will say that. So I will say that. At the same junction, though, his shit is just full of toxicity. So I'm just like hearing this shit, and I'm just like, God damn. Now, but dude, I don't know, of the 5 hours, how much have you seen? Many of those times when he would say something like that, I said that's wrong. You know that, right?
Yeah,
like the tractor in the car.
Yeah, we gave you props for that.
No, that was the point where you started to backpedal. All right. The first reaction he did was not like that. The first reaction he did was fully believing, and that's probably the most important part about it. Once he started to go into the story, then he started to backpedal, and that's when he started to say, well, that's wrong. Well, that's wrong. Then I think it was the second stream or something like that. But I was jumping in and out as I was seeing it. It was going crazy viral because that whole thing went viral.
No, we were completely 100%. We give you props for that, right? I think even people here, they like you. It's just that they just thought like, yo, this is like a weird thing to see you doing what you're doing when clearly this guy is lying, right? And what made it even weirder was there was a good majority of your audience. I don't say majority of it, like probably a subsection of them that were very amped up with the story, right? And part of it will probably say, I would have to put the blame on you, bro, because it seemed like they were kind of just wired up based off the previous stories that were done following up to the live stream, right? Because now everyone's bought into the story of this downtrodden guy, and you know, and even at the start of your live stream, because I even kind of felt bad. Guy was talking about he got shot in the head, his childhood was just a complete disaster. I'm like, oh damn. I've never been shot in the head, but I might be crazy too. I don't know, right?
Now, I don't know why they were saying engaged in those part of the story. I guess some empathy for somebody who got shot in the head, but all of that is completely irrelevant. the people that really understood what we're talking about here. Let me just play this. Let me play this, and then we'll take you from there.
Questions tonight. This is good food. You'll like it. Toss onion.
Is it true that you put a smartphone in the car and you press the record button and just threw it back in there?
No.
Okay.
He said no. He said no.
She's making that up.
She's making that up. Okay. Oh, he's remembering.
I don't know how to answer this.
Oh, he remembers.
So she's not lying. There was a phone in the car.
But honestly, yes. If it sounds crazy, then man, whatever.
Oh.
We know in 2 minutes what it took y'all 2 to 3 weeks to figure out. Aaron the plumber. So what happened? So we were right, and it only got worse from there. I mean, Aaron the plumber, if you don't remember, was on the balloon pop thing, and then afterwards claimed that a bunch of people called his job and got him fired. Turns out he can't prove that that ever happened. Most people don't even know where he works, so they don't even know where to call to get him fired. He even claimed that there was 500 plus calls. Nobody's been able to really find his job properly. So the idea that the internet found it, it's never leaked so far. And so this YouTuber queen of accountability. What am I talking about? This guy had a pattern with all the women he dated. He would love bomb them. Within 3 to 4 weeks, he loved them.
For me, it's you talk about falling in love, but it was only a month. It sounded like 6 weeks.
He falls in love in a month.
You fall in love quick and hard, my G. Fall hard.
I do. That's my problem every time.
He needed to be around them all the time. They need to stay around him. And if he didn't get his way, the text messages went south very quickly and very aggressively. When he didn't get his way, he would call their jobs. He would harass them. He would file threats against them from a bunch of different anonymous numbers. And you could tell it too is him because the grammar's really bad in all the text messages.
Jesus.
And there's a lot of like repeated lines that seem very consistent. And now the queen of accountability is also being called from every direction possible and having herself being doxxed essentially through this process. He pretends like he's somebody else in all these text messages, but he kind of lets it slip that it's actually him, Aaron the plumber, because he goes, I'm going to take legal action if you don't issue a formal apology. Are you going to sue on behalf of somebody else? And it's so crazy to me how many random dudes online want to run and go to bat for this dude. When everything in his history and the way he acts says he's a big ass pookie. He's the exact kind of man.
You know why? Because they can. All you need is one part of somebody's life to relate with them, and then you take on their fight. That's all. They could be wrong in other aspects of life, not aligned with your own lifestyle. If you find one little angle where you can relate with them, in this case, it's the rejection from women. I keep going back to that. They're fighting for him because they really hated that rejection from those ladies. They called it disrespectful. And masculinity in their own idea failed them woefully. That's not masculinity, that's beta behavior. That's all that was. That's why.
Women, you would criticize them for dating. If a woman chose this guy and dated him and then bad things happen, you'd be like, why don't you choose better? Why did you choose a pookie? And now you're getting mad at these same ladies for picking up on the fact that he was a pookie right away and trying to stay away from his ass. We picked up on it. I have never on this show ever looked at a man's behavior and been like, this is probably the kind of guy who beats women behind closed doors. Ever. Go look through the logs. Go find it. You won't find it. What is it about the way that he was behaving that you guys were so ready to endorse and say it's nothing wrong with it, it's actually fantastic, that we all looked at and be like, no, this dude is off his kilter, and it's very likely that he'd be doing physical things.
They couldn't see that. All they could see was the rejection, bro. Rejection is hard, okay? But it's worse for people who really think they're entitled to not getting rejection like the rest of us that win. Right? There's nothing in life that you do that's worthwhile where you don't have to experience rejection, failure. It's called failing forward. But these people are so lame, they think they're actually going to force their way through winning without experiencing some rejection. So once they saw this man being rejected, that's all they could see. They were willing, including MTR, were willing to go to any... Well, MTR stopped at some point, at least. He collected his L. That's the issue.
To ladies behind closed door or other weird things. Where were your blind spots? And this also goes for mediocre
blind spots.
Where were your blind spots?
See? Why? He said this goes to you too, MTR. It goes for you too.
Blind spots.
No, it's not about coming and say I collected L is what you do with it. Well, I guess. But no, this is consistent. You built 700,000 subscribers. Shout out to that. You're a good YouTuber. From following this same type of rhetoric, it's personal. There's something about you that connected with the rejection that man was experiencing. Yeah. I don't think it's as simple as advocating for men. I think if you want to advocate for men, you teach them how to handle rejections without giving them some mismatched, discombobulated formula for stoicism and masculinity. I think if you really want to help men, you learn masculine first. You learn how to be a masculine man first before you try to teach it to other people. Practice it first, right? And I'm going to stay away from his personal life. Let's keep going.
Physical things to ladies behind closed door or other weird things. Where were your blind spots? And this also goes for mediocre tutorials and reviews. Where were your blind spots? Why were you not able to see what we see within 2
minutes?
That's a question that you guys are going to have to ask yourselves. Because while you guys are endorsing this man and giving him the A-OK and calling him some kind of war hero, behind closed door, dude was one of the worst predators. The dude admitted to stalking his ex.
Is it true that you put a smartphone in the car and you press the record button and just threw it back in there?
No.
Okay.
Liar.
Blatantly.
Now he lied in this part. But why did you engage in so far where you gave him a place where you didn't shut him down? No, stop the cab. You shut men down all the time, by the way. Once you notice that a man is going to bring some balanced perspective in terms of how to actually be a masculine man, if they're not dragging women with you, you shut them down. Don't forget that. So that's actually cap. That you didn't shut them down. Yeah, right. Yes, you did. You shut people down if they don't align with your rhetoric. You do that all the time. Which I'm not mad at. You own the platform. I'm just saying.
The record button and just threw it back in there.
No.
Okay. Blatantly. She's just making that up. At a thin air.
At this point, he's starting to be like, you know what? We're here. Listen. I'm starting to feel funny. How did I relate with this guy? How did I get here? Let me drag everything out of him I can drag out of him. He's getting comfortable with the idea that I'm not just going to push a narrative that women are just terrible across the board. Let's actually get something out of this. That's where MTR was at this point.
Yes, she's making that up. Okay.
He said, yes, she's making that up. And he's looking to the side. And then he goes, okay. Okay, what?
At a thin air.
Yes, she's making that up. Okay.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready?
Come on.
Why the fuck you lying? Apa, you lie. Sabi lie.
Let's talk about it.
I'm trying to see how I can answer this.
I'm trying to see how I can lie.
Why the fuck?
I did. I had a phone. Man, I don't know how to answer this, honestly. I don't know how to answer this. But no, I didn't put no smartphone. I did have another iPhone that was in her car. I have 2 phones. Okay.
No, I got 2 phones, one for the whole one.
Lie. Sabi lie.
So,
Let me break it down to you. I had 2 phones. One phone I do plumbing with, right? The other phone is my personal phone.
Oh,
I did leave
really?
the phone. I'm trying to answer this without sounding like a
yeah.
Explain, because no evidence.
So I'm trying to choose my words carefully, you know.
I did need, like, I got 2, like, you know, I got the it's just have you ever, like, if ever did you ever have, like, if you ever have ever, like,
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Ever have 2 phones that you phone with?
Carefully, you know, because they're gonna crucify me. So don't think nothing. But I had another phone. Okay, I did plumbing services with this phone. The location was on this phone. Now I'm in and out.
Not be juju be that.
The location was on this phone. When I say he didn't lie, right? He never lied. I didn't say he never lied. He never lied to you, MTR. he never lied to you. You were just lame enough to engage him, thinking he has your clean story, went to college, was a good guy, but was still rejected by women. I'm not saying that's what happened to you. And you fought for him.
Let's be poor. Breathe.
Out of her car all the time. I did know that the location was on the phone. Yeah, I always got location
You knew
on my phone. But that's how I was finding out she was driving around too. Yeah.
Oh, that's how you found out she was driving around too.
Oh my days.
No, don't blame this on some kind of traumatic or the country or the nation you come from. Can you please stop? Stop the cap. I got
Stop the cap.
I have liars in my country too. Lame people everywhere. People that think they can control narrative. They don't know how to face. You call yourself red pills, but you can't see reality for what it is. We have to sugarcoat stuff for you. Talking about you're telling the truth.
She's not lying. There was a phone in the car that tracked where she was.
The phone. That's why I was having a hard time answering this. She's trying to make it seem like I just got up, through the phone. No, I had my tracker on. I had my GPS on there, and I remember.
And then you find your phone.
Argument about me leaving the phone in there. Yes,
Okay.
with the GPS tracker on there. She said, "Yeah," and I lied. Okay, yes, okay, I lied. I told her I did an airdrop, left the phone in there, but
You lied. He lied. MTR, he never lied to you. Stop the guy.
Let the poor breathe.
He told all of us who he was within 2 minutes. So he never lied to you, MTR. Of course he lied about this one. He lied about 500 ex-women calling his job. Of course he lied. It's not about Aaron. It's about you, that you're believing Aaron. You don't like rejection. You're obsessed with women should stop rejecting regular plumber men. Yeah. For as long as you're obsessed with that, you continue to collect.
Sorry. Then I don't even know how to do an airdrop. But honestly, yes, the phone location, my location was.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep playing it. This dude lying through his teeth. This scammer, okay, this career criminal, this trafficker, that's what he's about. Let's be clear. This is the man you guys are defending. And it doesn't even end there. The dude tried to do revenge prawn against one of his exes when she wouldn't get back with him. So he was telling, and these are, you can look at the messages. This is not hearsay. This is the dude y'all defended. All this to say, I don't want to go through everything he's done. Obviously, he's garbage. The real thing that's interesting to me is why were these men
why did you believe him?
Champion this guy when it was so obvious to so many.
By the way, you that you still believe him, I'm not worried about you. This video is not for you. If you still believe him up to this point, this video is not for you. Your own is a lost cause. Forget that thing. It's not gonna happen. It's not me that will save you. Okay, nobody's gonna save you, right? But you that you used to believe, the MTRs out there, right? And you got to a point you're like, oh yeah, he's a liar. You need to check yourself. What is it about you that believed that in the first place? Because there's still hope. But there's something about you that believed that man. Something, because you're not a criminal. You're a good guy. Something about you connected your soul with this man. That's what we need to check. Because in the real world, nobody's going to tell you verbatim in words dangers. They're going to present like what you just saw. They popped the balloon, the show, the crisis, where they were there, they were setting him up. All of that is the reality of a full-blown grown man in life. You might be set up. How do you respond to crisis? How do you respond to conflict? Do you think in your head that it's about physical stoicism and masculinity? Do you think that's what it takes? Do you use languages like you're standing your ground when you're engaging a lady that you have romantic interest in? Are this your thought process? You need to check it. Don't wait until you're embarrassed yourself like MTR before you know that that's just not it. It's not reality. It's not realistic. Do you think it's about women not donating their money to you and that's why you're struggling in your marriage? Is that how your thought process go? Now, for those of you in marriage, right? You think it's really about money. You're not able to dig deeper below the surface. Like, okay, why is it that this woman doesn't feel safe with me? Are you struggling to even comprehend what I just said? Do you have to wait until you're divorced 2-3 times?
Many other people that he was a giant pookie. You guys champion a man
a giant pookie.
Harm more women in the future. You want to give him access to funds to be able to attract more women. Want to give him more publicity to be able to have more opportunities. Not realizing
to drag women.
Essentially enabling a predator. Want to give him access to funds to be able to attract more women. Want to give him more publicity to be able to have more opportunities. Not realizing you guys are essentially enabling a predator. Stalks his ladies, threatens them when they want to leave, put hands on something like. Okay, what you want me to say? What you want me to say? It's not even about taking a victory lap. It's not even just the viewers.
No, it's not about that.
HR, I like the dude, but it was plainly obvious to everybody, even the way you conducted the interviews. I'm going to be honest, you were softballing it.
That's it. You were giving him a soft landing. Why? Because you're competing with giving women soft landing from time to time. You just wanted to give men soft landing too. Men should be heard. You know I don't disagree with you, but in terms of men should be heard, I think men should be heard. But we are men. We are the leaders of this society. That must be done in a controlled environment. You cannot just fly off the handle and be talking anyhow on the internet because, quote unquote, you think you're telling the truth. You're lying to yourself. Because the reality, Red Pill, is that that's not how the world works, obviously, which is why you're creating terrible results. You don't get to blame women for creating terrible results when it comes to romance. You don't get to do that. How's it working out for you, holding women accountable? How?
When he was saying weird sus shit like this, like, to me, that's a big, huge red flag. What do you think about that?
I didn't understand the people defending it. Just if we go to the base of the video and what happened, it escalated very quickly. But the basis of the video was us watching a dating show, and if you look at the behavior on the dating show, I do not understand what you guys saw. Well, didn't see.
Didn't see.
Nothing wrong. Like, what is the state of the world, or in what world do you live in that you saw nothing wrong in the interactions that you saw? Forget the.
I know what they saw. They saw rejection and they hated it. They hated it. If you hate rejection that much, listen, we all don't like rejection. Nobody likes to be rejected. But it's not about not liking rejection. It's about what do you do with that? Are you self-aware enough to know that that's just part of life?
Rest. Forget the felon thing, the whatever. Forget all that.
Irrelevant.
Just based on those interactions, you saw nothing wrong. Well, you got rejected from the ladies. That's why I see a problem.
Yep.
That we have in society. Rejection is not inherently a bad thing.
Thank you.
It's just a neutral thing.
It's neutral.
You take it as disrespect. When you
That's
say,
a crime.
oh, he got rejected by the ladies, you automatically go to disrespect. No,
Nope.
the girls just said no because this and that and that. Well, you know what? If you feel that way, that's how you feel. Moving on. He felt some type of way. And I'm still standing on mine when he said, you definitely made me. That was off.
That was sassy as shit. That was as sassy as a child. That was sassy. That's as sassy as Ankati. There's about 50 different sassy moments in that video. I don't care, like Preach, I don't care about the felony, his criminal past, all that is irrelevant. But it's as relevant as you guys, those that supported him, enabled potentially this guy hurting other people. I guess that's relevant. But, it's just... Anyway, they are everywhere. This type of men are everywhere. This rhetoric are everywhere. That's why we're having this conversation. If you disagree with me, jump on the goddamn stage. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's just a conversation. It's not going to hurt you. I know you don't like rejection. It's not going to hurt you. Once you jump on the stage, you engage me. I don't do the slap thing. I don't do all that stuff. Or unless I'm just joking around. But I generally don't do it to people that engage me. Right? But let's talk about it. There's a real life issue here. I have clients. I'm helping people. And I'm seeing this in men's mindset. Right? Women have certain game they need to learn too. Right? But we need to provide in order for them to nurture. If you don't provide, there's nothing to nurture. There's nothing to multiply. So this angle of a woman must show up as a woman first before you're a man is out of order.
Right from the jump. And then you accumulate the rest of the things. At the basis of what we saw. You saw that and you saw nothing wrong. I'm sorry to say that's a red flag on you. If you saw nothing wrong with the interaction that you saw there and you thought it was perfectly normal, there's something wrong with you. Forget the rest. Forget the baby mamas, the dramas, the running from the police, the going inside. Forget all that. If just based on the whole interaction that you saw nothing, you're like, yep, then there's something wrong with you too.
Yep.
I'm going on you guys.
Yep. It's not about Aaron. It's about you that you watch this and you're like, what's the big deal? Or you're talking about, let's just give him grace. That's irrelevant. Nobody's not giving him grace. I'm talking about you. We've given Aaron the grace. You. Because remember, we don't care about I don't care about his felony past or anything like that. I don't. This conversation that I care about is you. Within 2 minutes, you need to be able to pick up that this person is off. You didn't pick that up. What you were concerned about is the rejection and how he blew the rejection out of proportion. And you believed him when he said 500 X people have called this job. You know why you believed him? Because you hated the rejection he experienced because he was such a good plumber guy, regular basic blue collar guy. So he deserved love. In what world does that happen? In what world? By the way, plumber people are getting married all the time. You know why? Because they got game. They are not lame. There are 40,000 men sleeping with your wives, even though you have 6 figure all the time. You know why? Because they know something you don't know. Are you encouraging bad people sleeping with people's wives? You see what angle you went to? That's the problem. You don't know how to stay here. Stay right here. There's certain skill sets you need to learn to attract the type of romantic experience you're looking for. So this is a good example. In 2 minutes, you were supposed to know that this person seemed a little off. That's not judgmental. No, it's not. You don't know him. But there are patterns in this world.
You guys got problems and you got to search within. Whether you believe it or not, that's on you. But you got problems. You're not supposed to talk with people like that.
I don't even think they think that's normal. I think most of them essentially just resent a lot of the perceived privileges that women have.
That's it. So when they the double standards. They hate it.
And so they're going to champion it, even if it is wrong. But essentially what they're championing is more of the same bad behavior that they're seeing on the opposite sex at times. And so they're just propagating the problem. You know, it's not progress that they're doing. It's just they want their get back. They want their sense of revenge, right? That they what is the word? What happens when you're experiencing something through someone else? Do you know the word for that? Oh, vicariously. That's the word. They're vicariously through these people on these shows getting the justice that they don't have, they feel like in their own personal life, or they see that's lacking in the world. That's essentially what it is. So that's why these kind of videos of like dudes putting women in their place is so exciting for these guys, and they love it and they get really excited, like, fuck yeah, is because they feel a sense of injustice and so they champion it. But in reality, you're not making the world a better place. Essentially, all you're really doing is just propagating more bad behavior. Even if it means championing a sex trafficker and a felon and a dude who does stalking and all these other bad behaviors. Like, you're going to champion this right now, but I promise you're going to stop championing it when it's one of the women in your lives, when it's your sister, your mother, your one of your exes, your daughter, whatever. You're going to wish that you had done more to stop dudes like this from being everywhere and stop encouraging them. Because all you're doing is helping other ladies be victimized. That's essentially what it is. But you may not even care about that because maybe you feel so much resentment, you're like, they probably deserve it.
My girl, my sister could never, never bring someone like that. I mean, not me thinking, oh no, you know, I don't see nothing wrong.
No,
hell no,
hell no. Why am I defending these pieces of shit?
All right, enough preaching. Let me show you this, and then we'll round up with this. Check this out. For those of you that, you know, you're African, so your own culture is intact. Stop the cap. Listen to this shit right here.
I'm truthful to myself. I don't lie to myself. And any woman that comes to my life, I don't want to make the promises that I know that is impossible, because these promises, no one is fulfilling it. All these men are lying. There is no single man in Nigeria that is successful that have one woman. I will bring provision to the table and I will tell you, see. Tom, if you want to join me, I will provide for you. I will make your life easy. But please, what I will not promise you is that I will never sleep with any other woman. I don't make such promises.
Are you a Christian?
I'm not a practicing Christian.
I think that's the problem.
In fact, to be honest, I'm not a
inbox
Christian.
me.
Yeah, you can also find somebody else that's not a practicing Christian too, and you can.
I'm not a Christian, but I was born in a Christian home. My mother owns a church, actually.
Are you imagine?
I'd rather be single, and so that I will be free to do what I want.
What is that thing you benefit from all those women?
I don't know. No believe in God wey create man. Our body produces 80 to 100 million every day. You not think say you get one force where they push that thing. As I am now, if you give me 1,000 women, if you come next year, you go carry 1,000 children at the guarantee. We are not wired to just procreate with one woman. Men are wired to spread their seed as many women as they can attract.
Don't follow Emeka's footstep. You understand?
If they don't follow my footsteps, you know what they will do? They will keep lying to these women. They will keep lying to their women.
Are you married?
I have multiple.
Did you see that young lady doing like this? And he will use that as his confirmation. Anyway, shout out to all of you that are still listening. Today is a 3-hour cruise show, reaction show. Let me know what your thoughts are. You agree, you disagree, you're on the fence, you like some parts, you don't like some parts. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you put a thesis in the I'll read it, I'll react. It's all banter and jokes, but the lessons are real. Okay, your results are a function of your skill set for the most part. This is not a joke. I joke and banter here and there. Overall, this is not a joke. Check your results. Okay, you have a tendency to align with people generating the same results. Misery loves company. Doesn't mean you're justified. As a matter of fact, being justified is irrelevant. It's about, do you like the results you're getting? If you like it, all you have to do is keep doing what you're doing. If you don't like the result, you're being honest with yourself. You're in front of a mirror, man or woman, doesn't matter, and you don't like the results you're generating, then definitely it's time that you pay attention. You should pay attention to that. Am I making sense? All right. So tomorrow I'm gonna be hanging out with Auntie B, as we do from time to time. I'm gonna be hanging out with her on Obodo Oyinbo fam, Obodo Oyinbo TV. I'm gonna be hanging out with the Obodo Oyinbo TV, Obodo fam. That's what we call it, right? I'm gonna be hanging out with the Obodo fam tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. We'll come support, come hang out. My hangout there last month was the biggest show, so we plan to keep it that way. It's actually called Why Modern Marriage Are Failing Miserably, Even with the Right Person. Oh, even with the right person. Let me show you guys. Why modern, there you go, there you have it right there. So just go there and set your reminders. Just go to Obodo Oyinbo TV on YouTube and set your reminders. Okay. Even hit the like button already so that you're notified when we do go live tomorrow. It'll be at my time, or my time zone here is showing 2 p.m. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think for UK people it's like 7 p.m. For Nigeria people it's somewhere between 7 and 8 p.m. I'm not sure. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all of now. All right. Shout out to D-Love. Great show. Thank you, Chidima. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for all the donations from Gracious Greatness. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for supporting the show always. All right. You guys make it make sense, because these are signals that what we're doing is making sense. I appreciate you. All right. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. We'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.